This is the story of the one. As a procurement manager for a hospital system, she keeps every facility in her network stocked and ready. That's why she counts on Grainger to be her single source for thousands of products, from disinfectants to lighting, air filters, and more. And with fast, dependable delivery, Grainger helps her keep every facility stocked, safe, and running smoothly. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your knowledge to work on the events that matter to you. Prediction Markets isn't just sports. It's the Fed rate decision, your favorite awards show, and so much more beyond the playing field. Trade events with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
At Gulf Coast Office Products, we do more than provide office equipment. We optimize efficiency for businesses across all industries. As a nationally recognized RICO dealer, you get decades of expertise to education, engineering, legal, finance, and beyond. From desktop solutions to high production systems, you'll find the perfect fit to keep your business moving forward. With 100 employees strong, we're ready to help. Call 225-756-2644. Gulf Coast Office Products, your workplace efficiency lifeline.
Depression can feel hopeless, draining your energy and joy, but there's a proven way forward. At NeuroJust, TMS therapy is FDA approved, covered by insurance, and backed by 30 years of research. This safe, non-invasive treatment re-engages the parts of your brain tied to mood, with over 85% of patients seeing real results, many achieving full remission. Imagine peace, better sleep, and the freedom to enjoy life again. Start your healing journey today. Visit NeuroJust off Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge or online at neurojust.com.
When I walked into MetFit RX, I thought I was just getting another weight loss shot. What I got was a complete transformation. Their gold standard visit looks at your whole metabolic picture, cardiovascular risk, nutrition, and exercise, all brought together into one clear, personalized plan. For the first time, I didn't feel overwhelmed with my health plan. I had a roadmap, and I knew exactly how to follow it. If you're ready to take control of your metabolic health, visit MetFit RX, located inside Pharmaceutical Specialties. That's MetFitRx.com.
Louisiana spring means pollen. Luckily,
Benny's Car Wash is ready.
for a limited time, join any Benny's Club membership and receive a free $20 Benny's gift card. That's $20
Right back into your pocket.
to spend at any Benny's location. Join today.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers, LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 7 a.m. here on Monday, March 2nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 80. Now, in one of today's show, we'll recap LSU baseball's weekend series as they get a clean sweep out at the box, and we'll talk about some of the top performers at the NFL Combine. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN, and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Let's go, baby, let's go.
From a championship backfield to your morning drive.
Hands to Hester, and Hester,
Yep, got it. 5 out of 5.
You're locked in to Off the Bench.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone. Ball.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, here's Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Wow, man. A lot of energy.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
What's happening? How are you?
Who is that voice?
I don't know. It's barely hanging on by a thread, but it's here.
You took a whole week off of talking, basically, I'm sure.
No doubt. Didn't talk at all. Jake, Flynn, Moose, and Tay-Tay here with you. OTB on this Monday. Taylor, you're sunburnt.
Yeah, big time.
I looked over there. I hadn't really looked at it. Oh, boy. Forgot the old SPF, did we?
The sock line at the ankles is elite.
Oh, just from mowing?
No, it's not from mowing. I did a flag football event at Santa Mall over the weekend.
Whoa. You did an event. That could be coaching, playing, broadcasting.
No, I just kind of like hosted the event. Like
It was the MC.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was outside for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
Not a ton of shade, so it happened.
Oh, yeah.
I got a very important question about this sunburn.
What's your question?
All right. Do you tan or do you just get burned, peel, then go right back?
So I actually, believe it or not, I actually tan okay.
All right.
For the most part.
Nice.
I burn easily, but it kind of it does switch.
It does bronze a little bit.
Yeah,
Nice.
a little
Good
bit.
for
I mean, most people would think like I'm normally fair complected, lighter hair that I don't. But yeah, I do a little bit.
All right.
Okay. Good for you, man. Good for you.
Sure, you're not the only one that was outside. I'm sure Moose was in the box. I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
Maybe?
3 days in a row. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Might make it 4 tonight. We'll see, boys.
Oh,
gotta see how we're feeling come 6 o'clock.
Okay.
It's gonna be a long one here. So.
Yeah, going to have double duty today.
Were you in the box the whole time, or did you get like a game where you were above the dugout slamming some beers? Anything like that? Nothing?
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, I had a few beers Friday and Saturday.
There we go.
A few beers.
There we go. A couple beers.
Couple beers.
Couple gold pops. Go Tigers.
Moose, you've had the same seats forever, right?
My family, they've had their tickets since '93.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
And y'all sit in the same spot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What about you, Stitchhead?
I was not able to make it physically
okay.
to any games, but certainly locked into multiple innings on the television. No complete games. I didn't throw any complete games out there.
Yeah. You could find the games this week, though.
I could find the games, which was a huge upgrade from last weekend.
Week.
I tried. Moose, you weren't here last week at our show, but I tried to watch as much baseball as I could last week.
Like, I respect that. I respect the hell out of it, man. I really do.
So
the effort's there. That's what's important.
That's all that really matters. Is the effort, not the outcome in life.
D1 Baseball didn't put the effort we needed them into the broadcast.
Nope. And there's multiple people trying to illegally stream it. They put in a lot of good effort. They got taken down.
They did.
By the YouTube cops.
Yeah.
But not this week.
The fun police.
Not this week. Upgraded the old ESPN app subscription. Not a big deal.
You got to expense that? You should.
That's a good idea. It was an extra, like,
work-related.
I don't know, what was it, extra $9.99 a month?
Yeah, it's work-related.
Just to watch the old baseball team. Worth it.
Well, good. I'm glad you watched. I was really hoping. I knew Alondra was going to be out today. That's our baseball go-to. And so I was like, running around that corner, I was like, I hope I see Moose in that chair.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I see him. And I did. So I'm glad. I'm happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
I got in like 10:30 Saturday night from Indianapolis. And then at 6:30 Sunday morning, I was up in Adam driving to Lafayette for the Lug Nuts baseball tournament.
Oh, boy. Already?
It's the first one. Yeah, it's like the first real weekend that we played.
Like March 1st. It's basically spring. Let's have a full-blown tournament in Lafayette.
Started February 28th.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Wasn't even Lafayette. I guess it was where was it technically? It wasn't Broussard. That's the other ballpark. Doesn't really matter. Great ballpark, though.
Nice.
Really good ballpark.
Sweet.
Like, they got a couple of complexes there in that area. I'm like, man, this is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho,
So nice that you wanted to travel there on March 1st.
Exactly. February 28th. I mean, technically, I didn't get there until March 1st.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, this has been a lot about, you asking some questions, but the big news from last week is how your trip was. You had a pretty substantial gig.
Yeah.
In Indianapolis, NFL Combine, for those of you who've heard of that. Pretty big deal. NFL, is it the NFL Network on Sirius, or is it just NFL Radio?
NFL Radio.
NFL Radio.
Yeah.
On Sirius.
Yeah.
The Big Show.
Yeah. Welcome to the Big Show.
Welcome to the Big Show. You had, fiddle farting around in this college football stuff.
Fiddle farting around.
Now, we're with the big boys.
Yeah.
Big dogs.
And I think if anybody appreciates that, it'd probably be you.
Absolutely.
More than anybody.
There's college football is an absolute just disaster of a mess right now.
Yeah.
So Welcome to the big show. I'm excited.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. I've been there before, but it's been a while.
Yeah, no, welcome. So how did it go? So I know a lot of long days, but awesome opportunity for you.
Oh, it's still great. Yeah. It was still great. So I did the show here on Monday. Then I flew out to Indy on Monday afternoon. I got there. So Tuesday, I joined the show here via FaceTime because we got a little bit of a later start. But then it was 12-hour days on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then a 3-hour show on Saturday. It was 12-hour days because the players come in waves. Like there's 3 big groups, and they have podiums out there, and it's us, and it's NBC, CBS, Bleacher Report, ESPN, and then they kind of take players to different places. So you're just grabbing interviews, every one that you can, and you're grabbing multiple, and you have a sheet, and with our partnership with the NFL, like they're going to make sure they bring them over there. But so you're highlighting the sheet, but there's also 2 other NFL radio shows on the same channel. There's morning, midday, afternoon. And so you're kind of trying to like make sure each show kind of gets their request if you can, right? Now, of course, like all the meatheads, they knew exactly. Like Haynes King, they're like, we know what show Haynes King's going on. Don't worry about it. I was
no doubt.
Obviously. But it was a lot of fun. I worked with Pat Kerwin, who's OG. I mean, he's been in the game for a very long time. Worked for the Jets front office forever. Been doing NFL radio for 2 decades plus. And so it was a lot of fun. And it was a lot of fun because this was a really good group. There's a lot of intelligent football players in this group. Just all the different position groups, just having those conversations with the next wave of the NFL. I mean, we caught up with probably 60 players, 65 players that we interviewed.
And you knew all of their names.
Yeah, there was nobody like surprised me. Now, I will say this. I'm not going to be Tommy Tough Guy.
Okay.
On
Tough Nuts.
That's true. Well, it was 708, so I went Tough Guy.
Okay.
If it was 808, that would have been different.
Tommy Tough Guy Nuts.
I can see I've got to rein you back in. On Saturday,
untrained last week.
Your like nightmare. So we have an offensive lineman already up there. Another top offensive lineman was coming, and they throw like this sheet in front of me, like who it is. And it was a last name that had 37 vowels.
Sure.
And it was about 1.5 miles long. And they throw the sheet in front of me. And I'm like, well, here we go.
Here we go. Let's go.
I don't even remember what name it was, but I was like, maybe like a heads up.
Yeah, it's something.
And my guy's coming up.
Like can we get the parentheses next to it that tells me how to sound this out like a child?
Let me get my finger out and sound it out like a child, because there is 37 vowels in this.
So was this more like European? Was this more island?
Islander, yeah.
Okay. That's a tough one.
It's tough. But you know what? We made it.
You made it? Did you just call him like casually drop his first name and the first letter of his last name?
I don't remember what I did. I really blacked out. I should have.
Yeah.
That's a good move.
Yeah. It's strong.
Yeah, you remember the old commercial, like when collect calls used to be a thing, and the guy didn't have money for the collect call, and so it's like, hey, say your name on an old collect call. Say your name. He gets like, and then just had a baby, right? And he was trying to get as much as he could in this little bitty window. It's like, Bob, we out of baby, it's a boy. Is calling you. I felt like that's what I called that guy.
Yeah.
Bob, we out of baby, it's a boy.
I like that.
Yeah, but we did it.
Do you accept these charges? Nah.
He did not.
Nah.
He did not. So, yeah, 65 or so players. Energy was great. My co-host was great. It was a lot of fun. Again, it's fun because he's a front office guy. I'm the player. All right, it's a different perspective on that process and the combine. I think you would have really enjoyed that process. I know interviews aren't your favorite thing sometimes, but you would have really enjoyed, I think, sitting down with some of the players, some of the quarterbacks for sure.
I would have enjoyed sitting down with the quarterbacks and talking.
You would have enjoyed the centers too.
Okay. A lot of protection talk?
A lot of protection talk.
Did you call the mics in college or not?
A lot. So one of my questions, any center and quarterback that we got up there, I wanted to know their process. I said, all right, it's 3rd and long, 3rd and 7+. We're in our base sub protection. walk me to the line of scrimmage and give me your process.
Mm-hmm.
And they did, and it was awesome. I mean, like I said, some really smart football players. Pat Coogan from Indiana was awesome. Jake Slaughter from Florida was awesome. I'm just thinking some of the Logan Jones from Iowa was awesome. I'm thinking some of the centers.
Hey, center, John Doe. What was your process? What was, did you call the mics on protections? And if they said yes, I'd have been like, well, you were in a trash offense. That would have been my response.
Well, Helmsy called the mic sometimes until you told him he was a dum-dum.
He called the mic on running plays.
I mean, sometimes he'd suggest.
He did not call the mics.
I remember y'all getting in an argument when he tried to one time.
Nearly got a fist fight. He threw the ball at me.
But I remember. Yeah, I was there.
And it wasn't a snap.
But the centers, like in the way they see it, it was. I mean, different ones had different levels of how they saw it, but it was.
No, it's good. That's fantastic. Like that. Those are the two that. Yeah, you're right. The centers, quarterbacks. That would have been the ones I would have nerded out. It wouldn't have been a good interview because I would have just nerded out and started talking about what do you see? We see a 1-tag, 3-tag.
Okay, so again, like I'll go back to it on the show that I've always done on Sirius. Probably not. The NFL radio it's a different vibe.
Mm.
The listeners are pretty in tune to some of that stuff.
A little bit more nerdy.
Yeah. Like pretty more in tune to like some of the X's and O's and the process and the way. I'll have to go back and either listen or think about the way that Fernando Mendoza said it. His was, they had like an acronym. It was PIMP, P-I-M-P.
Hell yeah.
On his process walking to, and he went through the whole thing. And it was incredible. I'll have to think of what PIMP stood for. It stood for something different, I thought. 50 Cent song, but it was impressive.
Mm-hmm. I'll think about that at the break, see what it could stand for. Pimp.
But I definitely have some favorite players.
You have some favorites?
That
play favorites.
That we talked with. And we're going, like, when we come back, like, to get the show started, like, LSU had a hell of a baseball weekend, so Moose is going to get you smothered and covered there. But at some point, yeah, I'd like to put my list together of the guys that.
Well, you came in today saying that it was a group of really well-spoken young men.
Incredibly well-spoken.
Uh-huh.
Like, from every different location in the United States, different schools, very intelligent group.
Very wealthy group as well. Made a lot of money so
Some
far.
of them did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of the ones that may have made the most money was my favorite interview of the week. Nice. So we'll get to that. That's a tease down the road. It's a tease down the road. All right. So glad to be back. Happy to be back here. Thank you for holding it down.
We did something. I don't know if we held it down, but hey, Taylor, we survived.
There was
I think we did more than survive.
I mean, the ratings, we got a huge boost probably.
I mean, we encouraged the LSU guys to run good 40s, and they did.
Yeah, that is true.
I mean,
we did a lot. Credit to ourselves here.
There was no pink tag in the locker when I came back.
There was no pink tag.
We made the squad still.
We didn't lose too many sponsors.
Well,
it's tricky sometimes.
Well, that's okay. We'll bring them back.
But I think our listeners had a pretty good time.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. Sure. We had some interviews. I didn't confuse Kim Mulkey this time.
That's
my
good.
Interview with her.
She understood the question.
She understood every question I asked.
Yeah.
He killed the Jay Clark interview Friday.
Oh, yeah. Interviewed 3 head coaches, bud, by myself. No, Andre Taylor fed me a lot of questions.
Jay Johnson, too?
Oh, yeah.
I heard you were you talking philosophies with him? What was it you were doing with him?
Trying to get him to swing 3-0. Swing away.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, hey, can we just swing away on 3-0? Coach, let's stop taking. They're throwing us some meatballs.
Yeah, what did he say to that?
He said, absolutely, Flynn, you got it. He said, no, he gave the right answer. He said, he said, I do that. I do like to do that at the time. Like, he started talking about all these, like, if it's a left-handed batter and they have all this stuff. I was like, I don't know, Coach. They're meatballs. 3-0. Right down the middle.
It's the best pitch you're going to see,
Hit
Coach.
it over the fence.
Matt learned about the ghost in the building last week as well.
Oh, the diddler.
Yeah.
The old diddler.
The old ghost diddler.
He did.
Yeah.
Taylor's favorite place to go pee.
It
is. It's so weird how it takes him so long to go pee.
I know. It's the weirdest thing.
It takes him long. I was telling Matt, Musso asked me one time, I was like, why don't you use the bathroom on this floor? I was like, I like the other one better.
He likes to walk in with his pants down.
And on that note, we'll take our first break of the show. More OTB when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in. OTB. Monday morning. Most of the gang here, but we are certainly glad to have Moose with us as well after being out last week. Alondra's like, we can't have the Wolfpack back for a full week, so she's on vacation. I think vacation, is that what she's doing? She's up in New York City.
Yeah, New York City. The big
New
city.
York
the big apple.
City.
New York City.
What commercial was that? Doesn't matter. Squirrels.
Taste Picante.
I knew you'd. See, you're always there for me.
You got it.
I appreciate that.
Well,
all right.
It was in the 90s, so yeah, I remember it.
Let's go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get glowing, courtesy of GoFlow IV Spa, where hydration, vitamins, and a summer-ready glow are always on tap. Now, for starters.
Fair point. If it's 1990s trivia,
I'm all over
you're
it.
my call.
I'm all over
If I was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and it was 90s, 1995 Texas Ranger lineup.
Yep. Get ready to pay taxes on $1 million, pal.
No doubt about it. All right, go to GoFlowiv.com, GEAUX, FlowIV.com. That is GoFlow IV Spa Health and Wellness. 225-953-8150 is the number. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea for your boy to go see them today after traveling, going a little back and forth, doing a lot of yapping.
Oh, yeah.
As my kids like to say. Probably a good idea to go see them just to kind of get back where I should be.
Yeah, get feeling good again.
Yeah.
You were in a room with a lot of people. You shook a lot of hands. You're sleep deprived. You've been traveling on dirty airplanes.
True.
You had to wake up early again. So your immune system's probably a little shaky. So go get a little boost right there. GoFlow IV. GoFlowIV.com. Go check out their menu, list of items that you can get. You can get the vitamins, the add-ins, all the amazing stuff that you can get there. Get hydrated, get vitamized. GoFlow IV Spa.
All right. We are, as I said, we are very happy to have our guy Musso here with us today. And obviously our own Stitchhead, Matt Flynn, over here to break down a little baseball after the midweek loss there to McNeese. And I didn't get a chance to watch it. It was still on air, but, man, I was living through it through the Wolfpack. Y'all were going through it.
We were.
Yeah, but you lose that game 7-6, and then you come back and you get a win on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Dartmouth a couple of times, and Northeastern. So I will throw this one to you, Moose. Your biggest takeaway from the LSU baseball weekend?
The pitching staff. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to want to talk about the offensive struggles, and, I mean, we can. They weren't very good over the course of 3 games, but the pitching staff picked up all the slack that was left there, and that's great to see. I mean, you want to see them win games in different ways, and I think there is value in them winning 5-2, 3-1, and then 3-0. You got really good efforts from all 3 starters, over 20 innings combined, and a 1.33, 1.34 ERA from that group. They punched out 29. I mean, you look at Cooper Moore and William Schmidt, they both got you into the 8th inning. I mean, that's your Saturday and Sunday guy. Case and Evans really, found his way into a groove after a little bit of a rocky start with some free passes, so you love that. And your bullpen threw shutout ball. And what you also saw is you saw LSU on Friday and Saturday only use 4 pitchers, which if you can run Evans and Guidry out there on a Friday, you feel pretty good about that.
Right.
If you can run Moore and Sheeran out there on a Saturday, I think you feel pretty good about that. But your bullpen in the process of throwing the shutout ball came up with some really, really big moments in the game and got you out of some tight jams in close matchups, which, given LSU's offensive prowess in the first 8 to 9 games of the season, that really wasn't an opportunity because they were just steamrolling everybody.
Right.
So to see them do that, there is value there because, you know what? You're not going to steamroll everybody once the 30-game gauntlet starts. You're going to have to come in and get some tough outs. So for me, it's the pitching staff far and away. I mean, again, if you're getting 3 earned from your starters and shut out from your bullpen, you're feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah, I mean, the pitching staff certainly has been something on Saturday and Sunday. I mean, we've talked about it so many times, Moose. I know you've talked about it. Like, if you can get that on Sunday from William Smith, because you weren't really sure. Like, you know the talent's there, but he's still a young player, still only a true sophomore. Last year, you could see why everybody was excited about it. But again, right, he's a young baseball player, true freshman playing on a national championship team. And the way that he started this season is like the best possible scenario, I think, for LSU baseball. If you get that version of him, like, think about it, a guy that was going to be first-round pick, a guy that every scout loved, and you got him on campus. We were all shocked when you got him on campus. If that guy gets the ball every Sunday and has this mentality, because it feels like that switch has flipped. It feels like he remembers, oh, I'm really, really good. And when I go out there and take care of my business, I can be a Friday night stuff guy on Sunday. I mean, that is like a utopia situation for LSU baseball.
The confidence really stands out watching him, especially yesterday. I mean, you could still see him kind of feeling his way through it, I feel like, against UCF, because he had a little bit of a rocky start against Milwaukee. Pitched great against Central Florida. I mean, 5 shutout. Like, he was very good. But I think you could still see at times him kind of feeling his way through it. He threw everything with conviction yesterday, got the ball, was confident, it definitely looked like he said, okay, wait, yeah, I can do this. I mean, he faced 4 over the minimum all day long. That's really good. He landing the breaking stuff has helped, but to me, the confidence yesterday that he showed is the biggest difference that I've seen in William Schmidt so far.
Because, I mean, the walks, the control, that's what got him in trouble.
For sure.
His freshman season. So to see him go back out there, command the plate, it's something that certainly, if it continues, LSU is going to be exactly the team that we thought they were, which is a team that goes deep, a team that has a chance, a team that has an opportunity to run it back again there. So I know it's not your favorite brand of baseball, Matthew, because you like dangers.
I do like dangers. I asked Jay Johnson last week because they had just come off the midweek loss. I said, like, you get all the accolades for being a great coach and what you do on the baseball field and how you get pitchers ready and hitters ready and everything you do with the lineup. Everything, all that is awesome. I was like, but any really good coach is a part-time psychiatrist, basically, right? And you're dealing with the mentality of 18 to 23-year-old kids. They just started a season. There's no way to prepare for a season. Like in baseball, they've played a lot of baseball, right? Right. And so you have to, like, you talk about the lineup struggles. You talk about earlier, the pitchers trying to figure it out, and it seems like they have figured it out certainly this weekend. But you're going to have the ups and downs at the plate. You're going to go cold. You're not going to have the success every single weekend that you do the weekend before. It's one of those things. We just got into March. They've played a lot of baseball in the last couple of weeks. The lineup is still fantastic. So there's nothing to be worried. Like, kind of like to Muso's point, it was kind of nice to see the pitchers have to make pitches, have to get outs, and they certainly did. So,
Muso, I'll throw it back to you and Tate. If you got anything, obviously jump right in. When you look at the offensive struggles, right, and I'm trying to watch a little bit there while I'm doing some of the shows in Indy, it really felt like to me, and it could be a different case, but it was really, there was no table setting. It felt like the top of the lineup really struggled as well. And I went back and I'm kind of reviewing some of yesterday's game, and it's just, you can't start a game where your 1 and 2 hole hitters go 0 for 8 with 4 strikeouts. Like, to me, that was like the issue. As we all know, like, you want to get guys on base, you want to get the top of the lineup going. And yesterday, for me, it felt like those struggles came from the top of the lineup because they didn't give themselves a chance. I mean, I want to say I don't even know if they got on base outside of maybe one error.
The leadoff to I don't even think they reached base on error. Curiel in the 8th inning reached on the error because then Brown hit the double over the center fielder's head to score him. So yes, they reached on the error there. Top of the order definitely struggled. It is kind of just all throughout, though, man, 1 through 9 all weekend. I mean, to steal a phrase from Jay Johnson, they seem like they're very out of character at the plate right now. There's a lot of flyouts, which that's not what Jay's ever looking for. He wants it middle of the field and backside, on a line, on the ground, hard hit balls, doubles in the gap, that type of thing. And to me, the timing looks off for them an awful lot, and I don't think their pitch selection was the best this weekend. But it's one of those things where you look at it in a vacuum and you say, okay, yeah, it was bad. Like, LSU hit 164 as a team over these 3 games. That's not good.
No.
Like, that's bad. But I also can't unsee the first 9 games of the year where they hit, like, 360 as a club and scored 10 runs a game. Like, it's in there. We know they can do that. And last time I checked, number 2 is still in the dugout. So if he's still in the dugout and running the program and working with the hitters, they're going to get it figured out. Every team that man's ever had anywhere has hit. This one already has this year, and they will again. Yeah, it just wasn't great this weekend.
And this is going to sound it's going to sound so elitist, and I don't want it to, but it's going to. It's fine, whatever. like even coaching young people baseball, right? When you've been facing good staff, throwing kind of what you've always kind of seen, right? And then you come to a staff that's maybe hitting 89 to 91. Now, they're hitting their spots. You got to give them credit.
Yeah.
But they're not throwing 94, 96. Like, you got to make that adjustment. Like, it happens to us in youth baseball all the time. Like, you got guys, our whole team, like, their front foot is in the very tip top of the batter's box, right? You're trying to make those adjustments. And, like, sometimes you'll have a weekend where that happens, and you got to find a way to grit out some victories. And they have. LSU's 3-0 in the process. Sometimes, and we've seen this in LSU baseball history, certainly, when you go what you're used to seeing, and then it dips down from 94, 95 to 89 to 91, some of those adjustments don't happen.
Well, it feels like to me they're trying to kill it. Like we talked about that. We talked about that.
It looked like they were trying to hit Tiger Stadium
during
on
the
last
midweek game,
Tuesday
right?
night.
They fell behind, like pretty big against McNeese, and it looked like they were trying to kill it. I mean, he mentioned all the pop outs over the weekend, like. Yeah, and if you guys heard Jay Johnson's post-game comments on the radio interview on Friday night, he said, somebody else is going to have to run this program because I'm going to live with this team in the batting cages. You got to trust that Jay Johnson's going to turn this thing around.
Comment.
I mean, you're right. He said somebody else is going to have to run the team because I'm going to be in the batting cages with these guys until further notice. And, like, yeah, Curiel and Brown, they weren't great, but, like, Friday night they were good. I mean, Friday night, Curiel, 2 for 5, scored a run, 2 RBIs. Jake Brown, 1 for 3 RBI, drew a walk. It was just after that, I mean, you go look at the rest of the lineup, and even with those two, the last 2 games of the series, I just think they're trying to do too much at the plate.
They went 164 against 2 teams that had their uniforms made by Russell Athletics.
Hey, we talked about it, though.
Oh, great.
Dartmouth.
I didn't know they were still in business. I didn't know they were still making unis.
We talked about it, though. You were like,
both of them.
They're facing Dartmouth,
For
a bunch
sure,
of nerds.
Dartmouth.
They're probably studying. They don't stand a chance. But then we were like, wait a minute. They're calculating the ball velocity.
They're calculating
all this.
a lot. Bunch of nerds.
Sneaky
I
team.
say, if any sport has the analytics that you can try to cheat it here and there, it's baseball.
I don't know if Dartmouth had a player that could see over a 5'8" fence.
Bro, they they were not.
Hang on, I'm about to look up their roster.
They were not very tall
They
out
were
there.
not
Yeah,
tall.
The big
All of
green, the big green,
Yeah.
not very
A
big.
lot of them
Not
look
very
the
big.
same, too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, but they
wow.
were gritty, man. They were. They played.
They got to be gritty with uniforms that scratchy.
That's good. Hey, man, I still say the worst unis that have come through the box so far this year were Milwaukee. Those the ones they wore on Sunday where it just said MKE across the chest. I mean, and they had the state of Wisconsin on their hat, and no one could figure out what it was. Like,
yeah, like if your state is not a recognizable shape, like Louisiana's the boot.
Yeah,
everybody knows the state of
Florida.
Texas.
Like we
Florida.
get what that
like,
is.
If you're Wisconsin, nobody knows what the
No
hell
one knows
that
what the
is.
outline of Wisconsin looks like.
Oh, you're about to get him triggered
Well, I mean,
up here.
okay,
Uh-oh.
look, you lived there and you played there, all right? I mean,
All right, LSU baseball gets another opportunity, as Moose said, coming up tonight, 6:30 p.m. first pitch against Northeastern. We'll see if they can get some of those issues inside the batter's box turned around. All right, we will take a break. When we come back, let's maybe get into some of the top performers from the NFL Combine, and we'll do it right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to PelicanRoof.com, the website for Pelican Roofing. Always going to see 5-star reviews right there on the homepage of the website, and you're going to be able to see testimonials also of past clients. And always remember, it's in Lafayette and Baton Rouge, not just like in one location and driving back and forth on the basin. No, they are there, boots on the ground in both locations. They are there for you in both locations and surrounding areas, and they're always in the local community as well. Just great people over at Pelican Roofing as well. Go to the website today. That's PelicanRoof.com.
That's right, PelicanRoof.com. Of course, the website for Pelican Roof. Offices in Lafayette, offices in Baton Rouge. And if you have a project with them, whether you need a brand new roof or roof replacement, if you're building a home, you're extending, maybe you got a roof leak, whatever it is, they're going to dedicate a project manager specifically to your job. So they focus just on your job till it's done the Pelican way. So go check them out. You can see financing options. You can see 5-star reviews right there. PelicanRoof.com.
The Cane's Box Combo, a symphony of flavors. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Jake Flynn, Moose, and Tay-Tay. Before we get to some of the NFL Combine, always want to remind you about our friends over at Rouse's. Go to rouses.com, and yeah, we are giving you a website for a grocery store. Why would we do that, Matthew?
Because if you go to rouses.com, you can put in your zip code.
What's that do?
It's going to show you the nearest Rouse's market and then all the deals that they got going on right there.
Ah, that's right. I can find which
the deli
one
section, the pre-mades, the meats, the chips, the drinks.
The My High.
The My High. They got specials running. And it's not the same special at every Rouse's.
That's right. That's why you got to put in your address on the Rouses.com. Any Rouse's, though, that you walk into is going to make it convenient for you. They're going to have pre-made meals. They're going to have pre-made sides. They're going to have rotisserie chickens. They're going to have the breakfast bar or the salad bar, the lunch bar, depending on what time you go in there. It's going to be convenient for you no matter which location they are set up for your success. Go to Rouses.com, Rouses.com. All right, NFL Combine. Did we have any standout performances that anybody in the room would like to talk about before I wax poetic about one certain player?
Yeah, Xavier Thomas made himself some money over the weekend. It's funny, an article came out last week, and me and Matt were chopping up about it. It was like 5 players that could potentially break the Combine 40 record, and we were like, hey, 2 Tigers are on here, Barry and Brown and Chris Hilton. Now, they both ran well. Barry Brown was a 4.40, and I think Chris Hilton was a 4.41.
Yeah.
And then I saw Xavier Thomas go out there and run a 4.28. I'm like, That
Smoke
should
'em.
show you the embarrassment of riches that LSU had last year at receiver, like, which is why the
That they didn't know
administration
how to get the ball
had to
to.
make a change. Yes, with everything. It's just like I watched that. I was like, man, I'm happy for Xavier Thomas. I was like, I'm kind of pissed off at LSU's offense from a year ago because I mean, Nussmeier's performing well, the receivers, but Xavier Thomas, if you've ever heard an interview with him when he came out to player interviews, nicest guy on the team. Like, couldn't happen to a better dude. So he made himself some money over the weekend.
Love it. I think A.J. Halsey, not only did he confirm and solidify his draft spot, but he probably enhanced it. Like he goes out and runs a 4.54. We were talking about last week. If he runs a 4.5, that answers all the questions that you could potentially have on him.
He looked different than every safety out there, like in the best way possible. Every other safety was.
And
like
he ran that. I saw the video of him in the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like, he did. You're right. He looked thick. He looked like he's a guy.
He can give you some will backer in certain defenses
no doubt,
if they ask you to do that.
Like he's screaming like Cam Chancellor to me.
Yeah.
That's like the comp that I have in my head for him. I saw him run the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Where they you catch the ball here, you turn around, catch it, then you run down the middle of the field. And he looked elite. Like people will watch that and be like, "Oh, that was good," but people don't understand how elite like his rep was.
I'm with you.
Like that was a really good rep for a high-profile wide receiver. And then I also kind of look at it too. So maybe like he's a big guy. So I think he's 6'2", 215, I believe it was his.
Halsey, I think, got over 220 at the official weigh-in.
So his 10-yard dash was a 1.62, which was like in the lower, like 24%. Not very good. But his 40-yard dash was 4.52, which was 67. So in between that 10 and 30, so his get-off isn't like the fastest. But like in between that, he's running at an elite top speed, going from 24 percentile to 67 in the last half of a 40. Shows you like the top end speed that he does have, and a perfect example of a drop down safety. And maybe not the free, that's Roman. He's not the Earl Thomas type of guy, but I think he solidified. The other guy who I think helped himself, and it has nothing to do with what he did physically, was Garrett Nussmeier. Going into more detail. Now everybody's like, well, what the hell? Like, this is frustrating. Now he was injured. We get it. He's talking about it. We're probably talking to his doctors now.
Yeah.
Like he said it, at the Senior Bowl. He talked to us, but he
kind of the first time he ever really opened up about it was with us.
But he went into more detail. And it's the best piece of advice he could have gotten from an agent, from a dad, from a coach, for whoever. Open up about it. Give them details. Create doubt in their minds about why you played bad.
Right.
And I think just that interview alone has to like move him up.
Yeah.
Just because okay, well, let's go back and now we can only evaluate when he was healthy now. Well, when he was healthy, he was a projected first rounder.
So in the circles that you're around, and look, and there's everybody's in this room. And I mean, we had Kevin Stefanski, we had Shane Steichen, we had Dan Quinn, Stephen Jones from the Cowboys, Mike McDonald, who just won a Super Bowl. We had all these coaches on, right? And so you hear stuff, you hear people talking, you hear some different whispers going on. And Garrett Nussmeier, I think, is actually more talked about in a positive way in those circles than he is like maybe in a national narrative. Mm-hmm. Now, some of that's coming around too, but he's still very well liked.
Oh, yeah.
And you hear things like,
but you don't know
how he crushed the interviews, and like we knew that was going to happen. If we can get him back to his health of the year before, like we feel like this guy's going to be a steal. Like those conversations were going on.
Yeah, this is going to be such an interesting draft, such an interesting offseason at the quarterback position in the NFL. Like the quarterback position in the NFL is such a healthy spot. There are so many good players. Like it was hard making a top 10 list every single week during the season because who do I keep out? Who do I put in? Like there's so much great NFL quarterback play happening. But this is such an intriguing offseason because you want to hear your list of free agents? You got Tua, you got Kyler Murray, Kirk Cousins, Geno Smith, Malik Willis, period.
Yeah. If you're the Jets and you need a quarterback and that's the list that you hear, if you don't get one, are you even trying? But who are they going to get? Because that free agent class is weak.
I'll tell you what they do have. They have 6 first-rounders. And on draft day, they'll have 7. Because you can trade up to, I think, 4 drafts in advance. And on draft day, they'll have 7. they can have a lot of quarterbacks. You want to talk about a blockbuster trade if they want to?
Yeah.
How about 5 first-rounders for Fernando Mendoza, 5 first-rounders for Joe Burrow, 5 first-rounders for Lamar Jackson?
Right.
Like at some point, everybody's got a price.
Yeah.
And that is a price that the Jets can match and only the Jets can match.
Yep.
So it's a weak list of free agents.
Yep. And you can't win if you ain't got one. You can't do it. And you can say, oh, Sam Darnold was a top 5 pick that went to a horrible franchise. Speaking of the Jets, it's not like he forgot how to play quarterback. He just went to a terrible situation, was still very young, and found his way.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the quarterbacks that have won the Super Bowls. Look at the quarterbacks that have made the playoffs. There's a reason why we all know exactly where Brock Purdy got selected, because he's the outlier. You got to have that dude.
Daniel Basham, great point. 5 first-rounders for Rattler. No doubt.
Oh, we'll get to somebody that – come on, man. Tell me you don't know football without telling me you don't know football. But anyways, Moose, before we take a break, because mine's going to take a whole segment, maybe somebody,
next segment.
somebody that stood out to you.
Yeah, well, I was actually going to go with Nussmeier for the reason that Flynn said, man. It looked like he threw the ball really well, too. So not only did he explain the injury in great detail, be able to really control that narrative, he also went out there and showed that he was healthy. He saw a couple of the deep ones that he was able to uncork kind of just on social media. And, I mean, you patch that up with his performance at the Senior Bowl and then the Combine. I mean, I get it. The season didn't go the way he wants, so you don't have as much tape recently. But as you said, Matt, I mean, he just told you I basically couldn't throw the football this past season. So you go back to 2024 when he was really, really healthy and really good. And I don't know if it's enough to play himself back into the first round, but I think he's definitely risen on day 2.
Yeah, he's definitely in the conversation of second quarterback off the board. I heard that with my own ears.
Yeah.
They're boots
Especially
on the ground
with that
in
list of
Indianapolis.
free agents we just gave you.
All right, when we come back in the last segment of hour number 1, I'll give you the player that stood out to me the most at the NFL Scouting Combine, and we'll do it right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here on this Monday morning. Being in Indianapolis for the last week, had a chance to catch up with, as we said, 60, 65 players. I don't know, somewhere around that. And a lot of really, really good, just young men, I think, going into the NFL, well-spoken, right reasons. Very refreshing to kind of have those conversations with them. But one stood out more than any other player. This is before testing, before he did what he did on the field, and that was Ohio State linebacker Sonny Styles. Blew me away with his football IQ during the interview. His dad played 6 years in the NFL. His brother ran a 4.28 at the NFL Combine as well, so certainly comes from a nice lineage there. But just hearing him talk about coverages, hearing him talk about run fits and all these different things blew me away. And then he went out there and put on an epic performance. So he measured in at 6'4" and some change, 244 pounds, ran a 4.46, vertical jump of 43.5, a broad jump of 11.2, crushed the three cone, 7.09, 40-yard shuttle, 4.26. He has started over 40 games at Ohio State, played in over 50, and is still 21 years old. I'll say that again. He started over 40 games already in his college career, and is 21 years old. Did that as a 17-year-old. He started at safety, moved to nickel, and then became the green dot Mike linebacker. You know how hard that is to do, to be able to do all three of those things? But he did them at an incredibly high level. So if you're in the camp of you can't take an off-the-ball linebacker at this spot, you don't know the player. You're just saying that based off other players. I love Jacob Rodriguez. You can't take him there. I get that. Sonny Styles is not Jacob Rodriguez, and I mean that with all due respect. Sonny Styles is a game changer. He's lined up on all three levels. He can continue to line up in multiple spots. He can line up on the edge here. He can line up as a green dot Mike linebacker. He can line up wherever you need him. If you have a pick and you're in the top 10, do not put Sonny Styles in the same camp as every other off-the-ball linebacker. He's different. He's different with his football IQ. He's different with his skill set, and he has gotten 45 starts, 21 years old. There's still more development that can be had with Sonny Styles. We'll be back. Hour number 2.
Off the Bench.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
Everything you need for a stunning garden is at the Plant Barn in Baton Rouge. From trees and shrubs to plants and pottery, the Plant Barn has it all at great prices. Visit us today on Valley Street, right off Perkins Road in South Downs.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates has won for our clients over $175 million over the decades, but our greatest success is our clients who have chosen and trusted us to help them. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call. You've got nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan. If you get injured, you could be staring at medical bills, repair costs, and lost income. Life can be turned upside down. At Lock Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we'll work to turn your world right side up. Hire us, and like thousands of our clients, you'll be glad you did.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Savor game day platters and snacks, plus drink specials at 1717 Kitchen and Cocktail. So come out for game day and let our team make you the MVP. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Monday, March 2nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 80. An hour or two of today's show, we'll talk about some targets for the New Orleans Saints as we look back on the NFL Combine, maybe some LSU football as well. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Okay, here we go.
Where the plays get broken down and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane studio.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of OTB. Welcome back in. Raising Cane Studio.
Yeah, you see.
Jake Flynn, Moose, and Tay here with you, you see.
Yeah.
You dirty rat. I don't know why we always go 1920s there.
Always. That's my go-to. It's all,
Yeah,
it's
me
all
too.
I got, really.
Yeah.
It's all I got.
Yeah.
When it comes to the old accents.
Is that an, I don't really know if it's an accent, but.
I did roll my tongue the other day when I said arroyo.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm. It's a dried up river, obviously. We don't have Aaron off the bench. River's all wet.
It's also fair.
Mm-hmm.
It is also fair. Before we get into a New Orleans Saints discussion about what they could do.
Taylor's judging me over there.
In the NFL draft. I want to tell you about our friends over at Gulf Coast Office Products, GCOPnet.com. Well, speaking of the Saints, they are the official provider there for the Saints and for the Tigers and for the Pelicans and for the Raging Cajun. They are trusted with teams like that, organizations like that, right? Because those teams, those organizations, like they need what they need, those documents then. They don't need them later. They don't need them tomorrow. They need them right now. And even if they did run into an issue, well, you make one call. And the one call you make is the person that you're actually going to be talking to that's going to help you. They're not going to transfer you 7 times. You're not going to be talking to somebody that's not here. It's somebody that's boots on the ground here. And that's really what sets them apart, right? So you get all the luxury of having like this huge, massive company that can get anything done, any piece of equipment, but then you get that local service, that customer service that we always appreciate with GCOP. So go to the website today. And again, this isn't just, teams. It's not just NFL, NBA, and college football. No, we're talking about if you have an engineering firm, a law firm, a university, a bank, anybody that deals in documents, you know how important it is, and that's why you always go to Gulf Coast Office Products. Again, GCOPnet.com. All right, so as I'm there in Indy, obviously I'm trying to put my ear to the ground to see what the New Orleans Saints are going to do. Now, I saw a lot of teams. I never really saw a lot of Saints personnel. Like, obviously, they're there. But I was hoping to run into Mickey Loomis. I was hoping to see if we could get him on the show. I know Kellen Moore was kind of doing a lot of different things. He was doing like a Surface ad a couple of different times. I saw him, like the actual Microsoft.
I saw the actual one with him and Chuck.
Yeah.
They did like a whole commercial.
Yeah. So he was busy.
Okay.
I should have seen if Tolzien was there. He might not have been there. Either way, so I'm trying to figure out, okay, what are the New Orleans Saints going to do? And I think a lot of people, depending on how it falls, you never know. Somebody you love might fall to you that you weren't expecting. But a lot of people are expecting it to be an offensive player and an offensive skill player and a receiver. You start to look at this receiver class. All right, Jordan Tyson, who was there but didn't do anything except bench press, because he's still nursing a hamstring that he got at Arizona State. Okay, Jordan Tyson, great player, has had some injury history. It worries you a little bit. Red flags whenever you have a hamstring.
Soft tissue.
With a receiver, no doubt about it. So he's still dealing with that. Okay, we got to put that in our memory bank. Carnell Tate. Carnell Tate ran a 4.5, certainly not the time that all the other receivers were putting out there. The receivers were a very impressive group. I'm not saying 4.5 slow. It's not. But it's not elite either. He's 6'3", 195 pounds, so he's in that frame that you're looking for. But Carnell Tate, and again, this is a good football player. But Carnell Tate's never been Batman. He's only ever been Robin. Marvin Harrison Jr. was the number 1 receiver 2 years ago. Jeremiah Smith was the number 1 receiver this year. Carnell Tate's always been the second receiver. Now, he can go have a very productive career. He can make a lot of plays. But are you going to take a guy that's only ever been number 2 in the top 10? You have to ask yourself that question. Because if you take somebody in the top 10, they got to be 1. Right? Even if you have Chris Olave, if you take somebody in the top 10, they got to be Tedero McMillan, who just won Offensive Rookie of the Year. Right? You can't be Robin and be a top 10 pick. Is it in there? Maybe it is, but we don't know. He's always been a secondary piece to somebody that was, Marvin Harrison Jr., a top 10 pick. Jeremiah Smith's going to be a top 10 pick. All right, then we get to Denzel Boston. Didn't have the best combine. All right, you go to Mekhi Lemon. Didn't do a whole lot at the combine. He's also 5'10" and some change, 190 pounds. You're looking for something, I think, a little bit different. Looking for a different body type. All right, I love Omar Cooper Jr. out of Indiana. Love everything about that guy's game. Okay, but he's not a top 10 pick. We know that. He's a top 40 pick. Maybe you get him at 42. Maybe. But I bring that up because is there really a receiver that you can trust right now at 8? I don't know that there is. It's not to say there's not talented enough receivers, but with the top guy on a lot of people's board, an injury guy, a guy that's missed games, a guy that missed the combine because of injury, and the other guy being a guy that's always been a 2, never been a 1, are you ready to take that guy in the top 10? And I got to be honest, I don't know that I would feel comfortable right now. And as much as I want the Saints to add a playmaker, I don't know that it can come from the receiver position.
Top 10 is so tricky because that's how everybody always feels. Like, if you're a top 10 pick, you got to go in and be Superman. You got to go in and make a immediate impact, which isn't always the case. You know, I guess counter argument to that would be like, you don't have to make a pick that always has to make that immediate impact. It can be somebody that you have that's going to make a bigger impact over the next 4 or 5 years, and not necessarily immediate. I guess the other thing would be is Olave is your number 1. So you're not looking for your absolute number 1 and the number 2 receivers so far below. Like, this could be like a 1A, 1B situation. But I asked Nick Underhill last week about this. Like, to me, the positions of need, nobody is sticking out. Like, okay, look, it's the Saints. There's a lot of positions of need. I get it. But for what everybody is thinking is the obvious pick, help your new franchise quarterback out, give him weapons. Like, this draft, to me, screams trade back.
Yeah.
For me. Now, because a lot of those names you mentioned, you'd feel let's say a completely different conversation if you're picking them at 18, 19 or 25, 26.
Completely different.
Completely. You're like, yeah, take that guy for sure.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer at that position.
Yeah.
Which there's so many receivers being talked about in this first round. Like, they're going to be, some of those guys are going to be available. And they're going to be available into the second round. So there's so many positions of need. Like, this draft screams trade back. But that is not Mickey Loomis's playbook.
No.
I think everybody would like to do that. If you are going to take, you brought up the linebacker from Ohio State at the end of hour 1. Like, if you're going to do something like that, it's truly a best player available type situation. That's the same could be said for Jeremiah Love as well. Best type of player available. It's not a pick that we're a team like the Saints that has all these different needs. Those 2 positions aren't necessarily the sexy picks or the picks that you want for where the Saints are right now. But they're probably going to be people that are going to be very productive for multiple years. But you would like to either get more assets or hit an asset that is going to make an immediate impact. And to your point, like, nobody is just jumping off the board to you.
Right.
You're like, yep, that's an obvious choice. He'll definitely be there, at pick 8, and it's an obvious choice for what our need is. So if you're not going to take best player available, don't reach and take a second round wide receiver in a top 10 pick. Trade that asset because you could probably get him in the 20s.
And so if that's the case, right, if you don't trade back, because that hadn't been their MO, to your point. Now, if you do, I love what you just laid out there. But if you
can
don't,
get a first and you can get another second or you can get another third or something like that.
And you need it.
And in position of need, there's going to be like we talked about defensive end. You want a rusher. It's so deep. There's going to be rushers available in the 3rd and 4th round.
Yeah.
So
this class is deep with 3 E's in the middle at edge rusher.
Trade your first rounder, get an extra 3rd this year and a 5th next year.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I love that plan. I do. That's how if I was the general manager or if I was the assistant, you were the GM, that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what Mickey Loomis is probably going to do.
Mickey Loomis probably sees that. What's the linebacker's name? Ohio State.
Sonny Styles.
Sonny Styles. His performance at the combine just made your 8th pick more valuable trade.
Oh, no doubt. If Washington doesn't select him at 7, and if he makes it there now, but if they don't, and you sit there and you're kind of a team that we don't know exactly where you're leaning, oh my gosh, you hold the power of the world in your hands during that moment, during that part of the day. Teams are like, oh my God, we need Sonny Styles.
You don't think he'd look good enough?
Or it could be Arvell Reese. I'm not as high on Arvell Reese.
You don't think Mike Vrabel would like to see him in a Patriots uniform?
Right. And they'll give up
from
They'll give up a lot.
They'll give up a lot
because that guy's going to be. So again,
because Patriots are young on offense,
right?
Young at the most expensive position. So
and I worked with Pat Kerwin again. Pat's been in the game, decades in the NFL in the front office. And he said there might only be 2 gold jacket guys in this draft. And he said, I think Sonny Styles is one of them. Mm-hmm. Right? So, you could get potentially that. So, if you don't feel like he meets what you're looking for, there's a lot of teams that would be willing to move up. So, again, that's a play that we would like to see. It's not probably going to happen. It's just not the way that they go about the NFL draft. So, if they stay at 8, they're still looking for a playmaker. Could Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon, the tight end, maybe fit what they're looking for because he's an F. He's not a Y tight end, right? We talk about that all the time. A Y tight end is a yackle of sorts. He is going to be an extension of the offensive line. He's got 3 fingers, and they're in the ground, and he's attached to that tackle. The F is think more Travis Kelce. Think Antonio Gates. You call it H?
Don't get confused, everybody.
You call it an H?
H.
What'd you call the other tight end?
U.
I've never heard that. You're wrong. So
half as a fullback.
Yeah, but if the fullback's not F, it's 12 personnel, the F stays the F, and it becomes the second tight end.
Silly.
And if he's not the F, he's the H in a lot of offenses. I don't know why.
That's for those. That's for those people that have those offenses and dumb guys on it.
Sure, bud. Okay, the second tight end, because Matthew thinks only the Green Bay Packers came up with offensive football.
Sorry,
so the second tight end.
West Coast offense? Ever heard of it? All right, keep going. Sorry, my bad.
What would you like to label this tight end, bud?
Tight end.
Yeah, but not the Y, the other one.
Just tight end.
Yeah, it's different, though. Every team has one guy that is going to okay, you don't mute his microphone. When you play with a tight end that's got a gold jacket named Antonio Gates that isn't the best inline blocker, he can do some of it. He's willing, but he's not the best. We call that guy an F. And that is what I think Sadiq is probably going to play at the next level. Okay? So, if you're the New Orleans Saints and you know that information, Foster Moreau is going to be a free agent. Taysom Hill, who knows? All right, so you got Juwan Johnson. I don't know that I'd love him as my Y tight end either. He's not the best blocker in the world. But if you do sign a true Y tight end, could he be the guy that is your playmaker that you're looking to add? You're going to ask him to do some tight end stuff. You're also going to ask him to do some slot receiver stuff. All right, so he measures in at 6'3", 241 pounds. 4.39 on the 40. 43.5-inch vertical jump. 11.1 on the broad jump, and 26 reps of 225 on the bench press. That might actually be the most important number. That tells me he's got some strength to him. That tells me he can handle maybe some stuff in the run game.
Some wide tendencies.
There you go. You're picking up.
Antonio Gates. Chargers. Position, F.
Who's your tight ends in Green Bay?
A bunch.
The best one.
Well, early on, Jermichael Finley.
Okay. Is he good as Antonio Gates?
For a couple of years, he was better. Look it up.
You think that he was ever better than Antonio Gates?
For a couple of years.
To his mom and dad. That's it. And I guess you.
All right.
We're talking about somebody that's maybe the best ever at his position. You're an idiot. Anyways.
Best ever at his position? Just reach.
Y'all, can y'all help me here?
He's F, though.
It's a Y and an F.
What question
What
do you want
dumb
answered?
offenses were you in that you didn't label the tight end?
So was he ever the only tight end on the field?
Yeah, then he became the Y. But a lot of times we ran 12 personnel, and the Y would be detached or it'd be attached. I didn't say he ever did it. It's like he only did one thing, but he was more of an F tight end. 12 personnel. There's a Y and there's an F, or there's a Y and there's a U. However you label it. You know what I'm talking about.
Got it.
Michael Finn, like that's egregious. That is an egregious statement that you just
It's a good
made.
reaction I got, though.
I don't even remember what I was talking about. Anyways, so the Saints could potentially see this guy Kenyon Sadiq out of Oregon as maybe the playmaker at 8. Tate, I know that you mentioned Ross wrote an article on LouisianaSports.net about this because he's not lasting much longer than 8, I don't think. Not after what he did at the Combine.
No, I mean, he's going first round for sure. Like, Moose actually brought this up when he was hosting on AFR Friday, and then Ross included him as well. Like an Eli Stowers a couple rounds later was a guy that people love. But, look, if you're in love with a Kenyon Sadiq, we see a lot of people do this recently. Like, I mean, I understand he wasn't the flashiest guy in college like a Brock Bowers, but Brock Bowers did it and kind of set the league on fire as a rookie. Was really the only weapon the Raiders had. Like, you see tight ends getting drafted higher and higher because the position's changed.
Matthew, would you take a tight end?
Nope.
Nope.
At 8?
Too high?
No. I'm not taking a tight end at 8.
We've seen this happen before. Now, Brock Bowers went a little bit later. Cal Pitts did go before Jamar Chase.
Yeah, the Raiders lost like every game, too.
that's
The
also
Lions actually did that, if y'all remember, with Eric Ebron a couple years ago with out of North Carolina. Now,
that's when the Lions were. That's when the Lions Dan Campbell.
Has there ever been a tight end taken top 10 that like everybody agrees that was a great move?
I mean, Vernon Davis was pretty damn good for a long time. To your point though, was he? Gosh, he was really good. But was he top 10 good?
If you want to take, again, it's the same conversation. Trade back into the 20s.
Right.
Nobody's complaining about it.
But the fact that we can kind of remember the one that kind of worked out,
right,
is the point. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, we failed to mention that the Saints do have a very valuable trade asset.
Oh wait, I thought I was told that it wasn't a good backup quarterback.
No,
is that what you're talking about?
Another buddy.
Oh,
Derek Carr.
Oh, well, he's not. No,
host of the Homegrown Network. If anyone's wondering,
I thought you were talking about my guy Rat that.
Oh, we can talk about that's a whole segment.
Yeah.
But I did hear, and I'd like to ask Nick Underhill. There are rumors saying that the Saints have fielded approximately 0 calls of interest for Derek Carr.
That's less than 1.
It's less than 1. Top 1, and it ain't 1.
Oh, that's true.
Not a single call.
Not a single call. Apparently, these are reports.
If you're the damn New York Jets, I mean, come on. What do you have to lose at this point?
Apparently, the Jets are talking with the Cardinals for Kyler Murray currently. That seems like a fit.
Sure.
And it also seems like the Vikings said that they're ready to move on from J.J. McCarthy. That's reports.
Already?
These are reports from the Twitter.
I mean, there's talk of Kirk Cousins potentially ending up back in Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. Some of the whispers in Indy were they liked Anthony Richardson too.
Oh, please.
What? So
Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell's pushing that. He's like, please go get Anthony Richardson.
And so last offseason, there was a lot of talk about Aaron Rodgers to Minnesota. But Minnesota ended up saying, no, we're going to stick with J.J. McCarthy. So now that they don't want to stick, is that potential? I don't know. So fun.
So the news of Anthony Richardson asking for a trade, I think that broke on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So
Hamilton Tiger Cats were all over it.
Oh, yeah.
So Tuesday, they were actually at the Combine. I saw them represented.
Hey.
Yeah.
They were talking to the Colts about a trade.
Oh, hey, Jake. Yeah. Great to meet you.
I said, hey, did you watch that hockey game, you bum?
Yeah, bum.
So we had Shane Steichen on Tuesday. Colts head coach. Sorry if you don't know that. And we, of course, like we talked about Phillip Rivers for like the first 10 minutes because we were all together in San Diego. That's how I know Shane. And so how awesome that was, blah, 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 whatever. And so I was like, all right, well, Shane, tell me about your quarterback room currently. And he's like, all right, yeah. We want to sign Daniel Jones back. Like, we're actively trying everything we can. And he goes, and we got Anthony Richardson and Riley Leonard. And then it goes on. And I'm like, oh, he's not going to be there.
Yeah. That's bad.
Oh, I hope other teams don't listen to this because they're going to know that you'll take a bag of peanuts right now for Anthony Richardson.
Sure.
Because
it
was
just
like,
told everybody.
It was Daniel Jones, well, thousands, tens of thousands. It was Daniel Jones, wax poetic, fly by Anthony Richardson, and then talk really nice about Riley Leonard, what he did.
Leonard was good at the end of the year, yeah.
So you kind of like that felt like it was coming.
Yeah.
And look, Shane Steichen said when they drafted Anthony Richardson, we're married. I know it. My career is going to be his career. I get that. But it looks like that's gone out the window.
They're not married anymore.
They're not married. They got a divorce. The kid's got to choose.
Well, never consummated.
So, all right, we got to take a break, but we got much more OTB coming back your way when we jump back here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to getgordon.com, the website for Gordon McKernan injury attorneys. McKerney the attorney?
Nice. Some people are saying.
Go to Gordon. Check it out. GetGordon.com. You can see what they can do for you in the courtroom. You can see past client results. You can see cases they handle. All that information right there on the website. You can speak with a live agent right there on the homepage of the website. And always remember, if you want to have a conversation with them, no matter where you're listening to us throughout the great state of Louisiana, all you have to do is put your area code followed by the 8s, 888-8888. Get Gordon and get it done.
Yeah, we don't ever want to like plan for bad things to happen. We don't want to plan for the worst. But like, if something does happen, you're in a car accident, get injured at work, whatever, like you don't really know what to do. You're like, all right, well, it's not my fault. Well, call somebody that does know what to do and can get exactly what you deserve. Call 888-8888 or go to getgordon.com.
The Cane's Box Combo, a symphony of flavors. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality. At Parrish, we take pride in building roofs that last because championships are built on commitment, not just on the floor of the court, but your home too.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. ParrishBuilt.com.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no two cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
You put a term to it.
It's like a star. Like, don't do that.
You put a term to it because it's a different player. Just like a tailback and a fullback are different. They do some similar things.
So 12 personnel is what? 2 tight ends?
It is.
That's it. That's it. You answered it.
No, because not
Two tight ends.
those two tight ends don't have to be the same. If you got two Ys in there that are just road grader yackles.
It's not two Ys. They play the tight ends.
In a playbook, does it say tight ends or does it say Y and
when
U?
When they're in meetings and they go to position meetings, which room do they go into?
I go to the running back room, but I'm playing fullback, you dumb. Yes?
Bro, you are making stuff up because you are so entrenched
Whoa.
in media talk that you have to put a label on
What
every
room
position.
to your question, if they go into the tight end room, what room do I go into as a fullback? Is there a fullback room? Or did I go into the running back room?
No, because nobody has fullbacks.
Because it's an H and an F.
Because there's only 3 fullbacks in the NFL.
Not when I was playing.
They wouldn't
I'm talking
waste
about when we were
square
playing.
footage in a building on a fullback room.
Yeah, we would. It's a broom closet. I went into the running back room, just like
It's
the
a padded
tight
room
ends
for
and
the
tight end
fullbacks.
room. This guy's got no respect for other positions.
I have a lot of respect. I love tight ends. They're the best. That's what they are. They're tight ends.
I can
Why
see
do you
you
hate
being the guy
labels
that'd
so
be like,
bad?
hey, what does this guy play on your team? You're like, I don't know. Don't care. I know what I play.
Yeah, he's a F tight end.
But you know what I'm talking about. It's the crazy thing.
Is a good pass catching tight end? Is that what it is? The trade as type? Is he an F tight end?
Yes, very much so. He's an F. Yes,
He's a Z, bud. He's a Z or an X.
I mean, in my offense, yes, he would be.
That's going to be that'll be your term you'll come up with next. He's an X tight end.
No, we've been saying Y and F.
Nobody.
Long time.
Who, you and Antonio?
No, every offense I've been a part of.
Okay. I don't think so. Just tight end.
You want to call Jimbo right now?
Well, when you have two tight ends,
call Jimbo and
when you
ask
have
him?
2 tight ends in the game, you have to give them some sort of label to differentiate.
No
On a playbook,
what I'm saying.
You are judging these people and stereotyping them with a letter.
Because that's what they play. That's what they are.
That's why I asked you. When Antonio Gates in the game with 1 tight end, what position is he?
Then he becomes
a Y.
A Y, because there's an F in the game.
God, guys, I can't. This is. Got hit in the head a lot.
I did, but I'm right.
Yeah, it's a star.
Okay,
Earl
this is
Perkins. Did he work out with the Stars this weekend?
He didn't work
Last
out with
week?
anybody, which we'll get to. That. Not just him. We'll get to that.
Calling all stars to bench press. To bench press.
You know that is such a different conversation.
No, it's the same.
And you're digging your heels in. You know what I'm talking about? What okay. I can't even. If we call Jimbo right now and he's 12 personnel, he would tell you there's a Y and there's an F.
That's fine. He's not going to say, hey, that guy right there, that's an F tight end right there. No, he's an F tight end. Oh, yeah, he's a Y. What? It's a tight end. He catches passes better. Some of them block better.
And that's why
No need to separate the rooms.
You don't separate it. Everything's labeled for a reason.
Antonio Gates, did he go into the Hall of Fame as a Y or an F?
Well, he got
I can't
there.
remember which one. What's on his bust?
Why did he get there? Because he was an
What's
F.
on his bust? Can't remember. What letters?
Hadn't seen it yet, but he got there because he was an F tight end.
And not answering the question. Tiptoeing through the tulips.
No, I answered it.
This is good radio. Electric. Give the people what they want. Hey, welcome back. For real, we missed you.
Yo, this isn't the
Moose
first
is
time.
uncomfortable.
I'm fine. This is comical.
Oh no, this is
Flynn's been waiting for Jake to get back for this moment.
If there's one thing that I know my beloved co-host hates, it's labeling stuff in football. I know that. I'm with you at the star position. I also think that's dumb. But the thing that's bothering me is I know the offenses you've been in. Not all of them. Not all of them. You're in a lot of them. I know that. But I know that you know exactly what I'm talking about. and you're taking that little Nike Dunk shoe that you have, and you are digging it into the ground to spite me.
These are Air Jordan 1s.
Oh, well, it looked like a Nike Dunk. I don't know. I'm wearing team-issued shoes. I don't really know shoes, okay?
That's pretty nice. I like those.
Okay? But you know what I'm talking about. I know. Okay, so let's just end the conversation here. Final verdict. Is anybody okay with the Saints selecting a tight end?
Yeah, there you go. You getting it.
At number 8.
Not if
no.
you're going to use him as a tight end. No. Like if you would just want to line him up a receiver, yeah. But no.
I'm not going to do that, though.
Even then, I think no. I mean, I wouldn't want – you have some pretty good receivers out there that, I mean, have been well chronicled with Lemon and Tate. If they're still on the board there, I'd rather take one of those guys, especially a guy like Tate with the size and the catch radius that he has to kind of go over the middle for you than maybe a tight end where you can get a guy like Eli Stowers potentially on day 2 if you do want to draft that position.
You?
Oh, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. 100% no.
Where would you feel safe selecting somebody like that? Range? 20s?
Yeah.
18 to 25.
Maybe post 15, maybe.
18 to 25 good?
Better
if
be
you
good.
got assets to move back.
Better be real good. If you got assets,
You know what I mean?
if you, it kind of depends on what you get on the back end of that trade. But, like, I think there's a lot better options. 18 to 25. Move back. Better be good. And not just good. Better be special.
Yeah. I think you have so many needs right now, and it's not that he's not a great player. I just don't know that really elevates you to some of the other places that you could get. When you're heavy and talented at places where you need help, you can be creative and you can move back and you can still get, I think, a lot of the things that you want. I think you can move back to 14, just picking a number, and get a playmaker at 14. Get an asset that's going to be able to give you an edge rusher with the next pick. And then let's say you still have 42. If you get, let's go 14, the Cowboys have 2 first-round picks. What are they, 12? I think they're at 12. Let's say they want to move up to 8. All right, you give me both those first-round picks, we'll move up.
They're missing a defensive star.
We'll give you our 42. All right, we'll give you 8 and 42. You give me those 2 first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm picking, and if I'm the Saints, I'm picking at 12 and in the 20s. That's something like I can get 2 day 1 starters with that. Now, 42, you kind of expect a day 1 starter as well, but I like, 26 a lot better than I like 42.
Mm-hmm.
So you have the ability, the Cowboys had the ability, and as I said, I caught up with Stephen Jones for like 30 minutes. Their defense, like he didn't even try to hide it. He's like, no, we're defense in this draft. He's like, we're really good on offense. We're pretty poor on defense.
Mm-hmm.
So you have options out there.
Yeah, this all sounds really great.
Yeah.
And you were bad and you have an asset, use it to the best of your ability and use it to something that makes sense quickly. You have this window of opportunity right now. Your cap is finally going to be on the right side of history. You have a young quarterback that's your franchise quarterback playing under a rookie contract. Don't screw this up. And Mickey Loomis, you're on a hot streak. You got the award for the best draft class.
Yeah.
In 2025.
True.
Let's make it 2. Just do something. Like, this is the time. This is, if there was ever a window, this is the window of opportunity for you to solidify a lot of those positions. People always talk about it. You want to hit a quarterback in the draft because why? You don't have to pay him a lot. You don't have to pay him starting quarterback money. You got an asset in the top 10. If you play your cards right and you find some eligible and suitable partners for trades and different assets, and you can with the 8, especially if the first 7 picks go the right way.
Yeah,
you can make a really strong impact, and not only make an immediate impact, but to last a long time, last for a handful of years. So, here's hoping.
I think Saints can be very creative in this draft. I think they are going to hold a lot of leverage at number 8. I think number 8 is like a really good sweet spot because teams are going to be willing to give up what it takes to get 8. Maybe they wouldn't at 2, maybe they wouldn't at 3, but at 8 with the defensive prospects in this draft, and I can only speak to the coaches I talked to, but Dan Quinn said defense. Stephen Jones, assistant GM, co-owner of the team with his father, He said defense.
Not a lot of teams have the assets to trade up to the top 3-4 picks, but a lot
Cowboys
of teams
having 2 first-round picks because they gave up Micah Parsons.
A lot of teams have the assets to trade for a number 8.
It's not what they typically do, but they have an opportunity if they don't
do it.
Like the guy that let's say Sonny Styles goes 7 to Washington. Say that was the guy they were eyeing. They don't feel great about the receiver class where it's at right now. The Saints should certainly upgrade their draft by moving back. All right, we will take a break. Long for a break. More OTB when we come back on the other side here live from the Raising Cane's studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go to FABT.com. That is the website for First American Bank and Trust, a banking tradition since 1910. That's right. Well over 100 years they have been here in this local community. They have all the bells and whistles of all the national banks, right? I mean, all the online banking tools, all the things that you would see when it comes to working with a national bank. But the thing about national banks is they don't make decisions here. They make them in New York. They make them in Chicago. They make them in San Francisco. Not with First American Bank and Trust. Those decisions on your next steps moving forward are made right here in this local community, FABT.com.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter what your banking needs are. If you're opening your first account, maybe you're opening an account for a child. Let them help you grow whatever you need. Whether it's you're growing your family, you need to buy a bigger house. Whether you're starting a business, you need to bring in inventory, you need some working capital, whatever it is, make local decisions. First American Bank and Trust, FABT.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. We are honored and humbled to receive from our clients in Google. Based on 5-star client reviews, the designation of our law firm is highly recommended. Whether you hire us at all, please give us a call, 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. Injuries happen when you least expect them to, making your life more complicated. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know this and we strive to help each of our clients during these times. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I
Baby's black balloon makes her fly. Almost fell into that hole in your life. You're not thinking about tomorrow.
All right, welcome back in OTB here on this Monday morning. Jake Flynn, Moose, and Tay-Tay, and also going to be joined now by our guy Will Helmers, Louisiana Loaded. Of course, always good enough to have him. Part of the G team, comes on over with us, talks a little baseball, and he was going to referee our tight end dispute here. That's why he showed up.
That's why I'm actually here.
He actually came in saying, yeah, Flynn's obviously right.
I didn't hear that part. I definitely did not hear that part. But Will, always a pleasure, man. Hope you're doing well.
Man, doing well. Thank you guys for having me.
Another 3-0 weekend for the LSU Fighting Tigers.
We'll take it.
Yeah, and
we'll take it.
And I know they had the midweek loss. That's like those aren't.
They don't matter.
Yeah, those aren't things that are going to make you like.
It's not make or break a season kind of thing.
Right. Now I do love how Jay wants to win every game.
No,
I do love that approach.
That's awesome.
But McNeese was better on that night, and so you're able to cut that and win 3 straight games. You got another game tonight against Northeastern, but a lot of people pointing to maybe some of the offensive struggles, and maybe we can get there a little bit later on. It's just one weekend. They were hitting the ball well before that, but the pitching staff did not disappoint.
Yeah, that's
they've
that's
been on fire.
more what I was excited about rather than kind of mad about.
Yeah,
I'm more excited about you get 3 starters that are looking awesome on the weekend, even if, whatever, Dartmouth, Northeastern, who cares?
Yeah.
These guys are getting better every week, it seems like. And so when you take that into account, if you can have the guys that, you're giving up 3 runs in 3 games, I'll take that.
Right.
Even if it's against Dartmouth. Getting into SEC play, the guys are still going to be over the plate with their stuff, and all 3 guys have great stuff. And so it's going to play in the SEC, like it or not. And so if they can continue to get better from the mound standpoint, they're going to be hard to stop because the offense is going to come.
Yeah.
It's just kind of how Jay rolls.
Right.
These guys are still getting their at-bats in. They're still, working towards getting better at the plate. And you still got a lot of guys who are new to LSU in the lineup.
Yeah.
New to Alex Box, and they're getting accustomed to what it feels like there.
Yeah.
And so you take some of that into account and getting that into their head, their mental side, their, being comfortable at the box. It's only going to get better from here. I'm not worried about the offense at all.
Yeah.
From a hitting standpoint, so let's go back last Tuesday, the McNeese loss. We mentioned it last week a little bit, and it looked like watching them take their bats, like they were trying to hit Tiger Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of subconscious at play in a lot of these things. And you said you got a lot of new guys.
Right.
First time when they signed with LSU, probably the first time they've ever been to Louisiana.
Yeah.
They don't know where they don't know where McNeese is, right? They just know they're the smaller school in the state that they're in, right? They have no clue.
Right.
So it's you put on the uniform, you're an Alex Box, you reigning national champion. Like subconsciously, you're like, is whether you're trying to or not, and it happens in football too. That's why we hated the smaller school games. It's like you're like, okay, we're better than them. I'm going to get some stats here. I'm going to make this ball go for a ride, whether they're actually trying to or not in their brain. Is that a real thing in these midweek games? Are you trying to do something a little out of character that you wouldn't do necessarily in an SEC series?
I don't want to say you're physically trying to, but it's definitely in your subconscious mind.
Right.
It's there. Even from Louisiana, I know, Nichols, McNeese, Tulane, UNO.
Right.
These are all 4 of those schools we lost to when I was at LSU.
Yeah.
It just happens. And whether you're trying to do something or not, you are.
Right.
And you see it, guys take a little bigger swings. They kind of, maybe gear up a little bit more on the mound. And it just causes, you'll see it. You hit guys on the mound, you walk a bunch of guys.
A lot of them.
It just, not a few, a lot. Yeah, it was ugly from the mound. They hit 4 and walked 6.
Yeah.
You can't do that. And a part of that's just, you're trying to do too much, and trying to be too much when you don't need to be.
In the words of Kunu, do less.
Less is more.
Sarah Marshall.
Yep. There you go.
I'm with
P-P-O-P.
Yeah. Yes. Well, somebody that's doing much more, William Schmidt on Sundays. And we were talking earlier, and you'd be so much more qualified to talk about this as a pitcher than we would, but he has all this pressure of he's going to be a first-round pick. He decides to stay in school, and you have that option now with NIL, which is awesome. You get baseball players like that in college baseball. And, last year you see flashes without question, but it wasn't consistent. Yeah, had some issues staying in the zone, but he really feels like he's starting to come together. And, the best thing about it is no walks, right? No free passes. He's going down there, and he's got a bulldog mentality now, and you can start to see, with every pitch, it's more and more confidence.
Right, and that's awesome. That's all you can ask for. Going from that freshman year to that sophomore year. And he actually mentioned this in his, post-game press conference yesterday. Is he learned a lot from guys that were here, like guys like Anderson and Ianson, who are first, second, third round picks or whatever, and other guys on that pitching staff last year. He learned how to be a good pitcher,
right?
And he said he knows how to be a good pitcher at LSU. It just took some time for him to get there, and he's a young kid.
Yeah.
Like, he's probably not even 20 years old.
Yeah,
and so people put a lot of pressure on him, but to see him overcome, his struggles from last year and be the pitcher that everybody knows that he can be, especially around Baton Rouge and in the state of Louisiana, is awesome. Like, he's been great.
It is so wild for me to see, and it happens all the time. Like, you see a guy like Cade Anderson's a great example. Like from like the year where you're just like a baby deer, you're trying to figure yourself out, and everybody's like, I don't know, can this guy pitch? And then like you figure it out because you're a year older, you know what it looks like, you know the process, and then you go out there and become one of the best pitchers in the country.
Yeah, and they had a similar story. Like Cade Anderson his freshman year was my senior year. We're in the SEC tournament, and he's walking guys and hitting guys, and I'm like, man, who is this dude? Like, why? Like, he's supposed to be so good, blah, 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 blah. And then he comes out the next year and is Cade Anderson that everybody remembers.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And I think William Schmidt's the same kind of thing. It's like, he's going to be that guy. And he's got another year at LSU.
Right.
So there's the sky's the limit for him.
And even more impressive, we talked about how short Dartmouth's lineup is.
Yeah.
Small players, small strike zone.
Small strike zone.
I mean, how accurate are we? Good
Instead
Lord.
of the 3 boxes, they got the 2.
They got the 2.
And the track man.
I mean, what are we doing? That's
such a turd.
That's seriously, like, talk about. So, of course, this past weekend was fantastic from the pitching standpoint, but let's take the whole season into review here. Like, how do you feel about the rotation, the weekend rotation now, and as we get into now a little bit of March play?
I mean, I love it. LSU hasn't had 3 guys in a while. Since really my freshman year, they haven't had like 3 weekend starters. It was, Landon Marceau, Jaden Hill, and AJ Labus.
Yeah.
My freshman year, and after that, we kind of rolled with 2, the Friday and Saturday. And so I like how they have 3 starters and 3 guys that can go deep into games. You can save some arms, and then you can also use a lot more guys.
Yeah.
And you can put them in smaller situations. I think you saw it yesterday. Like, you get guys that are just coming in for 1 out. If they don't get him out, he's out. And we're throwing out the next guy and going to match guys up, lefty, just how your stuff plays against, different hitters. And as you get into the SEC, which is, obviously what really matters is how you go in the SEC, you're going to match guys up better from the mound and based on what a hitter's doing on the other team. And the amount of time that they spend scouting and looking into analytics and blah, 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 a bunch of stuff that nobody wants to hear is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And so if they can continue to, stretch guys out into games, 3 starters, deep into Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then just match guys up, they're going to have a real great chance to keep guys not scoring runs.
You good to stick around for like a 2-minute segment on the other side?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be back. More OTB live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
All right, go Tommy's.
Oh, yo, Tommy.
GEAUX, Tommy's with a Y.com. Tommy's windows, doors, and guess what? Also,
the siding.
That would be siding.
Side
When you
of the
go
house.
to the website, remember, you can check out a gallery of work right there on the homepage. You can check out testimonials of past clients. You can see the banners. They stack awards there at Tommy's. And you're going to get great customer service as well. So go to the website today, see what they can do for you, see what they've done for so many in the Baton Rouge area. That is GEAUX, Tommy's with a Y.com.
That's right, 225-250-8808. GoTommys.com. You will clearly see the difference. If you have a project happening, if you are kind of designing maybe an extension to your house, maybe it's a brand new house, maybe you just need some replacement. Well, anything that Tommy's touches, guess what? Lifetime warranty. So that means it's good for an entire what?
Lifetime.
Lifetime. A lifetime. Absolutely. So there you go. You're really smart. Nice work. GoTommys.com.
When it comes to industrial construction, River Parish Contractors can do it all. Mechanical, structural, custom fabrication, specialized welding, and turnaround services. Strategically located in between Baton Rouge and New Orleans, we have the local team with the experience and commitment to safety to manage the most complex industrial projects. Period. Here's the deal. Partnering with us means your project is delivered on time, on budget, and most important, safely. River Parish Contractors, let's get building.
I'm lawyer Collins Locke Meredith. Among the most important factors to consider when you're hiring an injury attorney is trust. You trust your attorney will put your interest first, treat you with respect, fairness, and honesty. You trust them to be there for you when you need them. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, thousands of clients have trusted us to represent them, and for good reasons. Please visit us at LockeMeredith.com to learn more, and whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. You have nothing to lose.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in. It is OTB. We do have Will Helmers here with us in studio. So certainly want to find out what's going on at Louisiana Loaded this week. I'm sure like a lot of baseball talk, I would assume, but what y'all got going on?
A lot of baseball talk. We also started doing a new podcast. If anybody hasn't seen that, Jordy Collada and I doing it Thursdays. So please go check that out. We'll drop another one this Thursday with a pretty cool guest, so go check that out. Other than that, working with Gordon to get some baseball athletes doing some stuff. So we got 11 guys this year doing NIL stuff on the baseball side. So we signed a lot of guys and hopefully do some partnership with Louisiana Loaded and get Gordon to take some cool trips and take these guys and do some fun Louisiana stuff, maybe a fishing trip, a little nutria hunt, and who knows.
There we go.
Yeah.
Well, if you need a couple of old football players to come and do home
Come
run
on.
derby at the box, just let me know.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Feel free.
I'm an idea guy. You know?
Real quick, you got about 30 seconds left. LSU's got a game tonight.
Yeah.
You know, another opponent you've already faced, Northeastern there, but another opportunity to go out there and try to fix some of these offensive things you've gone on the weekend. Had another day to try to get ready and go.
I think it's a big day for them. We're going to see who they start. I'll be
Yeah.
interested to see who they throw on the mound first. They may just mix it up quick, but other than that, just another chance to get the bats rolling and get back in the box.
Oh, yeah, brother.
Will, we appreciate it, brother.
Appreciate it, guys.
Catch up again with you next week. All right, we will take a break. We've got weekend winners when we come back here on OTB.
Off the Bench.
All right, go to K2ZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com. That is the website for K2Z Windows. And when you go out there, right, when you go to that website, when you check it out, just know that they can do so many different things for you. It's in the interior of your home, but it's also the exterior, right, the outdoor portion of your home. And sometimes it's both. Like, that's what it has been for me. I put the outdoor shade on my home, and we were excited because it was going to, you know, shade this outdoor patio area. We had no idea it's actually going to shade the living room as well, save on some energy bills, take the glare off the TV. Just one of the many things that Brandon Barton and the team are going to make sure they get done every single time. Again, KTOZBlinds.com.
Right, K2Z interiors and outdoor living. Talk about those roll-up shades that also, like, inside that outdoor area when the shades are down, about 20 degrees cooler than it is in those summer months. So save on everything, man. Turn that outdoor living into an extension of your home. Go check out K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living, K2ZBlinds.com.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith. At Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates, we know each case and client are unique, and that no two cases are the same. But one thing remains constant, and that is our passion to help our clients. After an accident, we know your life has changed, which is why we passionately fight to make you and your family whole. Remember, whether you hire us at all, give us a call at 272-5555. We're here to serve you.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information, visit louisianapropane.com.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hi, this is Beth Tarina. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Monday, March 2nd. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect sunny skies with a high of 80. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll have weekend winners at 9 a.m. Then Devin Snow, Hold the Mayo, joins us at 9:15. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Raising Cane's studios, starts now.
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
Hands to Hester, and Hester, yep, got it, 5 out of 5.
From carrying each other to a natty to carrying each other on the air.
Flynn is back to throw for the end zone goal.
Live from the Raising Cane studio, it's Off the Bench.
All right, welcome back in hour number 3 of OTB. Jake Flynn, Moose, and Tay here with you before we get to some weekend winners. I always want to remind you about our friends over at Rejuvame, RejuvameMedical.com. If, traveling a lot and you're like, man, I can't bounce back like I once could, well, go see them, right? Things like that, right? Go get those labs drawn. Go see maybe how you can get back on the path for success to feel like your youthful self again. And there's locations throughout the state of Louisiana. So if you're listening to us in the boot, we're talking to you. Go see them, RejuvameMedical.com.
Yeah, like they can do so many things. Just 13 locations. So odds are, if you're in Louisiana, you got a location near you, and it's not just like a little office. This is a beautiful clinic with medical staff, with great people there, and they can walk you through every step of the way. Get feeling like your youthful self. Get feeling better. So whether it's hormone replacement therapy, which they've been the leader in Louisiana for like 10 years, whether it's just overall wellness, whether it's peptides, whether it's just cosmetic. There's so many different things that they can do. Give them a call. Schedule that initial blood work. You get a little discount if you call ahead and get it all scheduled. Or just walk in and talk to them. Hey, this is what I'm feeling. What can you do? Like, let's go through the options. So go check them out. Rejuvame Medical, RejuvameMedical.com.
Let's get to some weekend winners.
That's how winning is done.
That's right! We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure. We've got too far.
I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
Are you doing what it takes to win a championship?
Wow, winning.
Well, then I guess there's only one thing left to do.
What's that?
Win the whole thing.
All right, I'm going to start with a weekend loser, actually.
Oh, okay.
Coming out hot here. All
Yeah,
right.
I know.
Hey, segment's called Weekend Winners.
I know it is, but it also says losers right underneath there.
It does.
And it's going to be anybody that gets invited to the NFL scouting combine and doesn't work out. Now, there's some injury stuff there, and if you can't go, you can't go. I get that. I understand that. There's quarterbacks that aren't going to throw. I even can actually understand that one a bit. If you're a top quarterback, you don't know these receivers. Everybody runs a route a little bit different. You don't know these guys. You don't feel like you could put, your best foot forward. Okay, I can even get behind that a little bit. But if you get invited to the scouting combine and you tell me, nah, I'm waiting till my pro day. That pro day that you hand waving to, not all 32 teams are going to be at that pro day. I don't care who you are. I don't care what school you go to, right? You might have 20 teams. You might have 25. You're not going to have all 32. And if for some unknown reason you have all 32, it might be a regional scout counting as one of those all 32, not the GM, not the head coach. You have an opportunity to be out in front of everybody. Every person that matters, really, in the National Football League. And you decide not to work out? Is it because you don't think it's going to be good? Is it because you're scared to compete against your peers? Again, injuries are one thing. If you don't feel 100%, I understand that. But some guys are just not doing it because they want to save it for their pro day, which they feel like they're going to have better numbers in their environment. It's not what this job's about. The NFL is not easy. The NFL is hard. It's real hard, and it's always about competing. You compete every single day in the National Football League. And if you don't, right, if you don't play well on Monday when you walk into meetings, your position group's going to be working out on the practice field. Free agents that they're trying to sign to take your spot. That's what it is. It's like that every single week. You have a chance to go out there and show your body of work. Like, I'm just here for the interviews. The NFL should actually look into that. And if you're just there to do the interviews, like the Senior Bowl is done, then you can't come here. And again, that might sound harsh. And if you're injured, again, you got an injury that people know about and it's been like on the wall, we see it, we can confirm it, okay. But when you just come there and you do injuries, or no injury, but you just want to interview, okay, what does that do? It keeps a guy like Kalon Black from Indiana, the running back, who just won a national championship, who was a spark in the national championship game. I know, I was there on the sidelines. He changed that game. He went to the Senior Bowl a week after playing a 16-game season and playing for the national championship and competed his ass off. And you told him he's not good enough to go to the combine? But we got another 4th or 5th round running back who sits there in front of me and says, nah, I'm not going to do anything today. I'm going to wait till the pro day. You're a 4th-round pick. Maybe. And you're going to wait till your pro day? That guy would have walked to Indianapolis to be in your shoes. I don't understand.
And he's got a ring.
And he's got a ring. I don't understand why you go there and don't compete. It makes no sense. Even if you don't do the 40s and the cones and all that, I would, because, again, all 32 teams are there to watch you do it. But you do the football drills, I can even get behind that. Okay. He didn't want to compete there, but he's competing out there on the field with the football drills. Okay. But when you just go and you're like, nah, I'm good, what are you doing? You'll never have an opportunity to be in front of those people that you're in front of ever again in your entire life. Your entire life. It will never happen again. Your pro day will not have those people there. And you know what? It's happened to me. It probably happened to Matt. People that were at the combine that didn't draft you remember you at the combine. They remember your interview. They remember a drill you did. And when you're a free agent, you don't think NFL teams go all the way back to that? You're foolish if you don't think so. They'll go all the way back. Hey, we remember we interviewed you. Hey, we remember that L drill that you ran. We remember that workout you had on the field in Indy, and that was one of the reasons we brought you in here. If you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, buy a dog. But if you're scared, don't get invited to the NFL Combine, because you're taking a spot from somebody that would give up everything they own to be there, and you're just there to hang out, and that should not be allowed.
Yeah, they should look into that stuff. You should have to check what you're going to participate in beforehand. Yeah, you talk about the kid from Indiana. Yeah, take a spot like that. And let me just piggyback on top of what you're saying from a quarterback perspective. I saw a lot of quarterbacks post on social media this past weekend about the NFL Combine throw, and I think I saw Chase Daniels talking about how it's the dumbest thing and it's not important because you're throwing to new receivers and different angles and blah blah blah. I can see the point of that, but also the point of a really quality quarterback with good arm talent is to be able to judge angles and speed really fast. How many times do you go and you get picked up on a new team? You got a whole new set of receivers. How many times are there 50 receivers working out on a Monday and one of them gets signed the next day and you got a new receiver the next day? It's you have to be able to, and I learned that from a couple of different coaches. They're like, I don't care who your receiver is. That's the first time you've ever thrown to him. Why did you miss him? You got to be able to judge angles and you got to be able to judge speed. Put those together in a split second and make an accurate throw. And I don't care. Go throw to anybody. And he said, you should be able to throw to an 80-year-old man and be accurate every single time. Judge his angles, judge his speed. And I think it's a great way to go see quarterbacks' arm talent. Arm talent, of course, you got to be talented with the arm, but you got to be able to decipher those really quick decisions really fast, and you got to communicate from your brain to your hand. And the quarterbacks that choose not to do it, I get it, Fernando. Dude, you're fine.
Give me 1-1.
You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. But the other guys, go out there and throw.
What did Chase Daniels say?
He said it was kind of a dumb thing. So, the throwing thing is dumb. I think maybe it's somebody else. But I saw a lot of people saying, I feel a lot of people saying that kind of, it's a stupid workout. Blah. No, it's not. Quarterbacks judging angles and speed, making throws.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, every quarterback is going to spin it a little bit different when you're catching it, too.
Yeah.
And
I get it. Some of the timing routes, like a five-step speed out to the outside, you're not going to be perfect on that because people are going to come out of their breaks, and it's like a timing route. You're throwing it before they break, but the other stuff, get out of here with that. Yeah. All right, weekend winner. LSU gymnastics team, let's go.
All right, let's go.
LSU gymnastics, they took to the gym Friday night. Number 2, LSU facing number 3, Crimson Tide. And what'd they do? Beat the absolute brakes off those girls.
Go.
They beat them 197.975 to 197.6. That's what we call, I think, a blowout. Caitlin Chio, leader, another perfect 10. She won the all-around. Guess what? She won vault. She won beam. She won floor. I'm sure she's going to the tape on the uneven bars. She's probably going to the tape. But she won everything else. My God. And they do it. And then guess what? Not like any other weekend. They turn around. They got something else on Sunday.
Yep.
They got the 4th annual Podium Challenge, where they came on top. LSU, Alabama, North Carolina, Arizona, dominated. Guess what? Caitlin Chio, another perfect 10. That's 3 meets in a row.
One.
That's 7 total perfect 10s.
Is that good?
I think tying the LSU record for perfect tens. Woo! Oh, yeah. Forgot to mention that Friday night, in front of a crowd of 13,292 LSU screaming fans, LSU gymnastics continues to dominate. Getting towards the end of the season, getting towards postseason. We're shaping up. Kalen Shield, let's go.
I like that. Yeah. All right.
I beat Alabama twice in one weekend. You kidding me? Boom.
Not many people can say that.
Call it a 10.
A 10.
10.
Weekend winner.
They're so fun. I mean, they're dominant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good weekend winner.
Weekend winner, Cade Anderson.
Yep.
Cade Anderson not only made his spring training debut on Saturday against the Padres, that was his professional debut, by the way, too.
Yeah.
He did not pitch
Right.
in minor league baseball after they took him in last summer's draft, give him some rest, bring him along. That was his professional debut. First inning goes out there, punches out the side. And by the way, if you're curious, that included Xander Bogaerts.
Yep.
That included Andujar and Sheets. Got them all. And there's 3 professional hitters.
Sheets, yep.
Came back out in the second inning. Got into a little trouble. Gave up a single and a double. Was pulled after that. The reliever let the inherited runners in. So the line looks a little messy. But your first professional inning, you go out there and strike out the side and do it against some veterans. Ain't going to be long for Cade Anderson.
No, it's not. He's going to continue to figure it out. And that's 3, pros.
Yeah.
It wasn't like 3 guys wearing number 68, 62, and 67. That's 3 guys. I mean, that's guys making over $100 million on their contract. So, well done.
Weekend winner for me. I want to go to women's college basketball.
All right.
Guys, the UConn Huskies are back. People kind of just forget about them because they were so good for so long. Gino Auriemma is still there. They won their 31. They made it 31-0 for the regular season that they wrapped up this weekend. This guy here, they're on their 47th consecutive victory. It's the 5th longest streak in Division I history. 5 of the top 6 streaks, that belongs to Gino Auriemma and the UConn women's basketball program. They've outscored their opponents by an average of 37.8 points per game. 3rd highest in Division I history. Trailing 2 previous UConn teams, both coached by Gino Auriemma. People kind of just forget about the guy because Don Staley's won natties lately. Obviously, Kim Mulkey. You got the Caitlin Clark fiasco that was the media storm a few years ago. But Gino Auriemma, that team looking as good as they ever have, 31-0.
Yeah, they're really good. They're really good. There's some teams that could, in a tournament situation, have a good game and beat them. I don't think they're unbeatable, but they are by far the best team in the country. So. But, they got to face Coach Mulkey at some point, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm saying.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying. Kind of like.
And we didn't confuse her on OTB this week, so she was able to go out there and coach yesterday.
Yeah, she was able to freely coach.
Mississippi
Freely
State.
coach. Yeah,
Game against Texas, they lost because of Flynn.
You didn't even get a good question, but you got.
I got her
I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah, that was her equivalent to a good question.
That's
it was a big deal, miss.
That kind of counts.
Yeah, it does.
That's a good question.
Thanks for bringing that up. I wanted to talk about that. That's right on par.
For her, that's a good
That's like
question.
saying ball. A little bit.
Yeah,
it is. Oh, ball.
It's one of those subtle.
Yeah, Moose, we tally up good questions here.
That's a smart thing to do.
It's like a scorecard. It's smart. We feel really good about ourselves when we get one. And a couple of weeks ago, I don't know if you big news around Louisiana. I asked her a question, and she said, I don't really know what you're saying. I don't really know what you're asking.
So we took away 2 good questions for that. So you're subtracting them as well from the
score
score
sheet.
sheet.
Okay. It's got to be a fair situation. I
Okay.
subtracted 2 good questions for I don't really know what you're asking. But she did answer the question.
It's kind of on her. She answered it the way Matt was asking it.
Right.
Okay. So, I don't know if that's on him or not.
Well, she ended up finding herself to the question that was asked and giving it the answer that we were looking for, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Sometimes you just got to talk yourself through it.
That's right.
Yeah, you got to talk it out,
man.
That's right. Shout out to LSU women's basketball team.
Yeah.
They go on the road, win 72-63 against Mississippi State. It was yesterday. So the Tigers, man, ever since the South Carolina game, right? You lose a very tough game at home. Remember, they go on the road against Ole Miss, a gritty victory. They're down the entire game. They storm back. Ole Miss doesn't make a field goal in the 4th quarter. Great defense there. You blow out Missouri. You blow out Tennessee. You get a good road win last night against Mississippi State. And now you get to the SEC tournament. So shout out to Coach Mulkey and the squad. Looking forward to having her, as we do every single week here coming up in a couple of days. Any more winners or losers?
Loser for me, Charles Bediako. Give it up, bud. Like the dream is over. He applied for another waiver to play at the NCAA. He got denied on Friday evening. What a shocker that is. I mean, they were 3-2 in games that he had played over that 5-game stretch.
Yeah.
He was averaging 10 points a game. Like, look, man, I understand that you're like, hey, maybe my NBA career didn't work out. I got a way to go make money. I'm all for that. But you're the one that decided to go to the NBA. Actions have consequences in everything you do in life. You made the decision to leave school early. You went to the NBA. It didn't work out. Sorry, wish you the best, but it's time to move on.
Yep.
Yeah, I second that.
Yeah, man, just
come on.
Go live life. Go get a LinkedIn page and.
I mean, Fernando Mendoza already has one.
Yeah.
He's about to go 1-1.
That's right. Just go to Indeed.com, my guy.
I got one last
right.
loser.
All right.
This is a loser is for all the people out there, myself included, that are trying to be on the right side of history as an LSU traditionalist. For the people that hate the backwards L, you're a loser this weekend. It was a big day for the backwards L crew.
I know the exact picture you're talking
Can
about.
you pull it up?
Yeah,
it was a bad weekend for the people that hate the backwards L and think it's really dumb.
That's you.
Lane Kiffin was at the gymnastics meet Friday.
Yep.
So was Livy Dunn. So was Aaliyah Finnegan.
Yeah.
They took a
What
picture
happened?
together. Well, Taylor's about to pull it up. Aaliyah Finnegan, Livy Dunn with a strong backwards L. And it looks like Aaliyah
quite
Finnegan
strong.
had her national championship ring on that hand as well. It was a proud backwards L. And look, it's going to be a tough battle. Like we knew, like when we put on the armor to fight against the backwards L, we knew it was going to be tough. Here it is. We knew it was going to be a tough battle. We knew it was an uphill battle. Now it just got a little tougher. We got to band together.
So 3 national champions of the LSU.
We got to band together. We have
true.
to come together. And look, even
Actually-
Lane has a right-handed backward L.
Well, Lane's got it
doesn't make any
backwards.
sense.
No, Lane's L is just backwards.
It's a backwards
Yeah,
right
he's
hand.
doing
L.
this.
It's just like
Yeah, you got to do
it's
this.
like you're not even. He likes the backward L
This.
so much, he decided to do it with his right hand.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's all right. Look, we got 3 national champions, right? That did the backwards L.
And with
When
the
Lane
ring or
wins
national
one here,
championship
we'll
ring.
flip that with a ring on the other.
So it was a bad weekend for
It was
those
bad.
in this camp. I think it can still be overcome, but it's going to take commitment. It's going to take discipline, a lot of mental toughness.
Yeah.
We got to get to these people and say, hey, it's not cool. Respect. Respect. The picture didn't
It's
look
a big
cool
loss.
in the picture.
It's a big loss for you, bud.
Big loss.
It's a big loss. All right, we'll take a break. When we come back, Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo, right here on OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to centralplumbing.org. Now, not only in Central, in the entire greater Baton Rouge area, we are talking to you, 225-500-0774, 24/7, 365 weekend holiday game day number. Doesn't matter what the situation. Doesn't matter if you're watching gymnastics beat Alabama twice in the span of 2 days. If you have an issue, they are going to come out and they are going to fix it. Now, it's not only in remodels. It's not only in emergencies. They can do so many different things for you, like Flynn's going to tell you, like his business, right? They started from the ground up, and Central Plumbing was able to come out, and they can do a job like that as well. So many different things they can do for you, and you can find them at centralplumbing.org.
Okay, Central Plumbing, centralplumbing.org, the plumbing experts in the greater Baton Rouge area. The Payne family. They've been doing it a long time, and they are the expert. It doesn't matter if it is commercial, residential, industrial, whatever it is. If it involves water, if it involves gas, they got you covered. Go check them out, 24/7 emergency service, centralplumbing.org.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Investing in a new roof doesn't have to be overwhelming. At Pelican Roofing, we offer 0 interest for 21 months because everyone deserves a safe, secure home. Trusted, local, affordable. Pelican Roofing, making quality roofing affordable for South Louisiana families.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 5-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out hooddentalcare.com and schedule your appointment today.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.
Hello, I'm Collins Meredith. If you've been injured on the job, you likely have a workers' compensation claim, but you may also have a tort claim which opens up significant recovery rights not normally available for a work injury. If this is you, call us or come see us at Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. Propane water heaters are very cost efficient, and the savings are even greater with a tankless propane water heater. We all know that Louisiana propane is a safe and environmentally friendly fuel. So why not go green while you save some green? I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and for more information,
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. OTB here live from the Raising Cane's studio. Before we get to our guy, Devin Snow, I want to remind you about our friends over at Ochsner Health. If you're in Louisiana and you want the best care possible, you already know the name. That is Ochsner Health. From primary care to specialists, Ochsner has locations all across our state, making it easier than ever to get the care you and your family need. And what I love is they're not just focused on treating injuries, they're helping people stay healthy and perform at their best. That's why they're also a part of our Elite Training Academy, working with athletes right here in Louisiana. So if you need to schedule an appointment, find a specialist, or just learn more, visit Ochsner.org. That's Ochsner.org, healthcare built for Louisiana. All right, let's get to our guy, Hold the Mayo, a.k.a. Devin Snow. What's up, Dev? How we doing? How we living?
Yo, what's happening? How y'all doing?
Doing fantastic. Glad to have you on as always. Did you watch any of the NFL Scouting Combine? Did you walk away with a guy that you're like, I hope to see this guy as a New Orleans Saint when we get done at the end of April in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, I think there's a few. First of all, the Combine, I love it. I'm obsessed. I don't know how people feel about the Combine these days, but, you know, it's always been something that, like, I don't miss it, right? It's whether
right.
I'm locked in, sitting down watching it, or, like, I'm around the house doing stuff. It's just, like, that perfect thing. It's you know, the best way I could describe it is the Combine is probably the closest thing football has to golf, if that makes sense. It's just really a relaxing background.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Like, just like the whistles, the cleats hitting the ground, Rich Eisen, you know, something about that guy. Rich Eisen during the Combine, dude. It just matches up very perfectly. You can miss an hour of the Combine, no problem. It's still on. You know, it's just always on.
As somebody that was working 12-hour days there, I can tell you it is always on. Like there was something going on from 7 in the morning to 7 at night.
Yeah, dude. I mean, and it's just like the true test of the American athlete, right? The fastest 40, the shuttle runs, the bench press, high jump, long jump. You introduced to all these things when you're a kid if you do anything athletic. You know, you're introduced to these things in PE class. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be one PE class where they test you on these things. So, I don't know. It's just super cool, man. And, yeah, it's like guys that you just forget about, right? Like, I'll throw a name out for you. Wouldn't be mad if the Saints drafted Heidenreich from Navy.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Blazing 4-4.
Bro, like, if there's one takeaway you could take from Tyler Shuck from last year, he can turn an Uber driver into a formidable receiver, right? Well, this why not take a shot on a guy like Heidenreich? When is he projected to go to the late 6th, 7th? I don't know. You know?
That's Navy running back, by the way. If any of our listeners don't know that name.
Yeah. So, and I don't know if they're going to play him at running back or receiver.
Yeah, he can play some slot too. Yeah, to your point, Dev.
Yeah. So, like, maybe this is like I don't want to say Taysom Hill, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Something.
No, Taysom Hill is Haynes King in this draft.
Okay, there we go. So that's another guy.
Draft him.
Dude.
Yeah. I know it's one of your favorites.
Yeah, how does he not do something in the NFL? Something. It may not be quarterback, just whatever it is, you know. I so many names, man. I like the kid out of Texas Tech, the linebacker.
Jacob Rodriguez or David Bailey?
Yeah. Jacob Rodriguez, dude that was making all the plays in the game late in the season.
Yep.
There's so many dudes I like. I mean, I like Stowers out of Vandy.
Yeah.
Anthony Hill Jr. is a guy I think that not enough people talk about. I think he's got a high potential.
Yeah, good football IQ, Dev. We caught up with him for like 20 minutes on Tuesday, I believe it was. Very good football IQ. He's kind of played a little edge rusher. He's played stack Mike backer as well, so he gives you some versatility.
Yeah, dude. So I'm excited, man. I think the Saints have a chance to really like get some sleeper playmakers after watching the combine. You know.
So you're talking about like watching, it's great like background fodder, just the combine. You can lock in, you can doze out, but like it's amazing to me the stories that can come out of it and the public's reaction to different players and what they do, whether it's good or bad. But you can work your whole life and work your tail off for this like one moment, for this dream to become reality. Go to the NFL, you can be a star in that same breath. You
Position no, I'm sorry.
No.
Okay.
You can be the best at your position, and you can be incredible and be thought of as one of the best ever. And then something as simple as opening your mouth and talking crumbles it all to the ground. And we kind of see this with Mekhi Lemon from USC. Did you see his interview? Like, it's amazing that you could do all this for your whole life. And something as simple as talking can knock your draft status down.
I didn't see the Lemon one. So what happened?
It just came off very strange. It was just a weird situation. The court of public opinion isn't loving it over there on the socials. A lot of opinions about it, but it just he was called out and what some of the NFL GMs and scouts are saying, what a disaster.
So he came off strange as in like he watches anime and stuff, or he came off strange like
That's strange.
That's not strange anymore with this draft class. I think they all watch anime. If I picked up one thing, they all watch it.
Looking down and talking, a lot of you know what I'm saying, a lot of
and the word that you got back there, if you're reading some of the articles out there, again, like, you know, you got to fact check some of this stuff, but not real interested in being there, or didn't seem interested in being there.
Interesting, because when the quarterbacks were playing, or when they were going through their drills, you know, and he was running routes, I was actually thinking about that. I was like, he kind of looks like he's dedicated to running these routes for these quarterbacks right now. You know, I was just like thinking about that. But yeah, that's odd. And the other thing is like, all right, look at the guy Cornell Tate. Yeah. He runs a pretty mid-40, right? Yeah. But it's like people know, they're like, okay, well, this ain't gonna keep nobody away from. It's kind of like, okay, who else ran a pretty slow 40? Mike Thomas. You know, like it's just you got to look at it so differently for so many different athletes.
Yeah, I think the thing with Cornell Tate that would be my biggest question mark is, and we talked about this in hour number one, Dev, he's never been the number one receiver on his college team. He's always been the two. He's been behind Marvin Harrison Jr. He's been behind Jeremiah Smith, two incredible receivers right at the college level. But, like, that would be something I'd have to get answered. Like, I'd have to try to find a way to see if he has the mentality to be a one. Now, with Chris Olave, and Matt made a good point, like he wouldn't necessarily have to be the one. But if I'm drafting a guy in the top 10 at receiver, you kind of got to be one for me to justify the pick.
Right, because it's the top 10 pick.
Yeah.
Like, what receivers that people draft in the top 10 are they not thinking, hey, this is our number one guy?
Right.
You know, so, yeah, and that's what's weird because you got 3 receivers where, or at least 2, Mekhi, Lemon, and Tate, to where you don't really know if they're 1 or 2 or even, you know. I don't know, man. The way I look at it is any type of offensive help, it's the quarterback for me, right? Because Shuck is going to bring the best out of these players, right? So I'm just kind of just believing in that. And it's like, if they do decide to go receiver, I won't be mad. Dude, if they get a defensive dog that slips to them, which I'm starting to feel like that may happen too, like just a Sonny Styles, you know, would you pass that up? I don't know. Like,
I personally would not. I think Sonny Styles was my biggest winner of the entire combine.
yeah, dude. So who's going to slip? Who's going to go after Jeremiah Love too soon? Or I don't want to say too soon, but like early.
Right.
So I guess we'll see, man. It's cool. You can tell Kellen Moore's locked into the combine now. That's another thing. That dude loves that stuff.
I know. Like I didn't even see him like walking around in the halls
nerding
or
out.
anything. Like I felt like he was always in the stadium.
Yeah, and he's just, I don't know, he seemed locked in. I don't know, I saw a few coaches, but Kellen Moore just seemed like, man, he lives for this. He just gave me that vibe.
There's probably a small chance this happens, Devin, but like I'm just wondering, can we plan like a celebratory get together where we just all have some beers and some drinks if Mickey Loomis trades back and acquires some more assets in this draft? Because you talk about like the positions of need, like the sexy positions that everybody kind of wants: receiver, edge rusher. It's pretty deep class, but there's really nobody that's out there justifying an 8 pick. But you could justify a lot of that in the 20s, and certainly you can also, get another first rounder in the 20s and potentially get another second or third round or something where you can take another one. So like it's against Mickey Loomis's history and not what he wants to do. But I think a celebration, if that happens, would be warranted.
Yeah, I think out of all the positions, it would be because the receiver, you can get a receiver. So there's so many receivers, right? So if they could get a second for something like that, hell yeah. If they could get a third, that would be tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if they get a third, that would be tight. I'd be cool with that. Because, the draft is deep, man. The draft is deep.
This draft might not have 10 stars, like day one, instant stars at the top. But this is a very deep draft. This is a draft where your team's foundation is built. This is a draft where the second, third, and fourth round is better than it has been in the last couple of years. Now, the first round might not be there, but your team's not built just on first-round picks. A bulk of your team is built in the second, third, fourth round, even fifth round sometimes. Who did you hit on in those rounds? We've seen it in New Orleans, and we've seen it kind of all over the place there, Dev.
Yeah, and then another thing about the receivers, too, is like, I'm looking at all these names and seeing where they're going. So I saw a name like Eric McAllister. I believe he played at TCU.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched this guy last year. He had a game where he had like 270 yards receiving, and he's projected to go late. So a guy like Zachariah Branch, that he's pretty good. Dude, there's a lot of receivers. Heidenreich, whatever he put, running back, receiver, whatever. But there's a bunch of different weapons you could acquire like way past the first.
No question about it, man. It's a good receiver class. I think it's got a lot of depth to it. Zachariah Branch is another guy that's very intriguing. 20 reps. 20 reps at his size of 225. That's also impressive. Had an impressive 40. So receiver, edge rusher. The good news is for a lot of the position needs the Saints need, that's where the draft is the deepest. Deb, before we let you go, we used to ask you what you had planned on Mondays. Now that we've ended the series, what's the next thing that we can look out for?
Well, I know today I get to edit the call-in show, which is big,
Yeah.
So it goes from me only putting out one clip. I do OTB, and then after I get off OTB, I'd be used to going to do Albany all day.
Right.
And then by the time I'm done with all that, it's evening time, and I can't even really edit the show because a lot of it's, I don't want to say it's all in the moment or that day, but it's like you want to.
Right.
You know how that stuff is. So I'm happy to be able to edit the show today. I really am, dude.
Happy to have time to do the thing that you need to get done. That's okay, too.
Yeah,
That's
man.
good.
Yeah, man. So, anyway, that's what we're going to do today. And then just take it day by day after that.
All right, there he is, our guy Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo at Snow Like John on social media. Dev, we appreciate it, brother. We'll catch up next week.
All right, y'all take care.
You as well. Our guy, Devin Snow. All right, before we take this break, if you are tired of dealing with missed trash pickups, big corporate companies that treat you just like another number, we always tell you it is time to call Trash Rangers. They are a locally owned company right here in South Louisiana, servicing Ascension, Livingston, the entire greater Baton Rouge area with reliable trash pickup, those roll-off dumpsters we always tell you about, and even now portable restrooms for events and job sites. So no hidden fees, no long contracts, just dependable service from people who actually live in our community. So if you need a residential pickup, a dumpster for a project, or sanitation for your next event, you can check them out at trashrangers.com. That is trashrangers.com. All right, we will step away. More OTB on the other side when we come back here live from the Raising Cane studio.
Off the bench.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Championships are won with preparation, and so are great roofs.
Coach is tough on us about preparation, and Paris brings that same championship mindset.
Do business with someone you know. Paris Construction and Roofing.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith Sean Fagan and Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
When you can't rely on technology, you can rely on Mountain Cold Refreshment.
Dave's back on.
Coors Light. Choose chill.
Tigers turn talkers. This is Off the Bench.
First time I heard of Kings Leon was in Shreveport at your wedding. Your friends.
They loved it.
They were only like famous in Europe.
In Shreveport.
In Shreveport. That's it.
But we were on to something.
Oh, definitely.
We were on to something.
And they dropped this album a couple years later, and I was like, you know what?
Had a couple hits.
Those little Shreveport boys, they were on to something.
Yep. Yeah, we had one guy that just, I mean, you know how it is. Like, you get a band, it's like it's your band when you find them before anybody else does.
That's a good one.
You said you had something for us.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
Y'all have heard of the, y'all seen the magician Oz that goes around different teams?
Yeah, the Mentalist.
Yeah, that dude's cool.
It is amazing.
Dude's incredible.
It's unbelievable.
He really is.
Like, he is definitely
kind of scary, not gonna lie.
Definitely deals with higher sources of sorcery.
Yeah,
for sure. There's no way he can do those things. There's no trick out there. Well, I wanted to bring a little OTV version of the Mentalist here and do a trick with you guys. And I can't take credit. I did not make this up. I actually learned this yesterday. I was sitting in church yesterday. We were at Healing Place, so I'm going to credit
paying
Pastor.
attention. Oh, okay.
Matt's like, I was surfing the web at church.
I'm crediting Pastor Mike Heyman for this. He dropped this knowledge.
Yeah, I was like, I'm watching YouTube.
So he dropped this knowledge, and like it was one of these things he kind of give you. It's kind of like at the beginning, he grabbed some attention and like and I was like, wow. It was like so mind blowing. I kind of like missed like what he said afterwards because I was like thinking about it.
Yep.
So y'all consider yourselves pretty good at math numbers?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, like basic
just,
addition and
I'm
subtraction.
I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I can do basic addition and subtraction.
So here's what I want you to do. People here in the room and people listening. I want you to, again, I didn't make this up. I'm bringing it here. OTB Oz. Pick a number, any number, in the whole wide world.
Okay.
Now, you're going to have to do a little mental math, so pick something that's manageable for you.
Okay.
Pick a number.
I got
Everybody,
you.
don't tell anybody. I don't want anybody to say anything.
All right.
So think of that number.
Okay.
I want you to double that.
Okay.
Did you double it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody good? No one's lost.
Nope.
Not yet.
Nope.
I'm going to get there.
Yeah, I'm still on board.
Now I want you to add 10.
Okay.
Okay.
To the doubled number.
To the double number.
Yep.
So keep track. Now I want you to divide that number in half.
Okay.
Everybody good?
Yep.
Now I want you to subtract the original number that you thought of from that number.
Yep.
Is everybody there?
Yep.
Is your current number 5?
My current number is 5.
Okay, what in the world?
5.
Yeah, it is.
Cheese and Pete's.
How about people
Matt the Mentalist?
How about people in the chat? Was your number 5?
Matt the Magnificent.
Yeah, mine was 5. I started out with 13.
25.
What did you start?
25.
25.
I was looking for inspiration. I saw Mr. Mike Allstad, so I went with 40.
Yeah.
Y'all ended up with 5?
Yeah, because I doubled it to 80, then 90, 45, 40.
Yeah.
Not a big deal, people.
How do you do that?
Just
Matt's just
I'm
magic.
like Oz. Not a big deal.
How many times have you used that since yesterday?
That was actually my first. I was saving it. I actually came in. And I tried to. I had to like write down the series of questions there, and so I could remember it. First time I didn't get 5. I missed a question.
I got 5.
Matt raises his hand in the back. What happens if he got like 12?
Hey, I got 12 back here.
Hello.
I'm way off. I got 32.
I even did it with a fraction number yesterday. I did it with like 10 and a half.
Oh,
Still got 5.
Nah, that's doing a lot there.
Yeah.
That's doing a lot.
It's doing a lot.
Somebody in the chat said they picked 58 trillion.
Yep.
So good luck to them.
58 trillion. They'd still get 5.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Well done, Matthew.
Thank you.
Look at you.
That was fun. I really enjoyed that.
I do like the visual I have in my head of you in church, you, Lacey, the kids, and he says that, right? He goes through that, and everybody's like, pretty amazed, and you're over there on your fingers still like 1, 2,
Bro,
3,
I ain't finger counting.
4.
Told you, nearly perfect SAT score in the math. reading comprehension. Let's not talk about that one.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
But I'd be mathing.
Yeah. My math be mathin', my English, it don't be Englishin'.
So credit to Pastor Mike Heyman over at Hill and
Shut
Place.
up.
Fantastic stuff.
Somebody in the chat said Flynn after getting 7 for the 8th time.
How's this keep happening?
Y'all don't be sleeping on my math skills now.
This guy is a business owner.
And
a father.
A father.
And a husband.
And husband.
Those are 3 things. Radio host, maybe one day. All right, we will take a break. More OTB when we come back here on Off the Bench, Razor King Studio. One more break. We'll see you.
Off the Bench.
It's always a great time to go for Dose. Grab a couple of ice cold Dos Equis there. Dos Equis in hand, feet in the stands, watching a little LSU Tigers baseball. You can tailgate before the game. You got a game tonight. What better way to welcome in a new week, right? You don't have a case of the Mondays if you've got a Dos Equis in the tailgate and LSU baseball ahead of you. We all know that. So go ahead, and there's a lot of different choices to choose from, right? As long as you're going for Dose, you're doing it the right way. So grab your ice cold Dos Equis today and do what we just said. Go for Dose.
It's the absolute best beer, and it's a beer for every taste. They got the Lager Especial, Amber Especial. How about a little lime and salt zero? Michelada, lime and salt, the mango, the pineapple. They got it all. So wherever you are deciding to enjoy an adult baby, maybe it's for a little tailgating before the game tonight. Whatever it is, make sure you're doing it responsibly, one, but make sure you are going for Dose. Drink Dos Equis.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips.
2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn, Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in. One final segment here on OTB. Before we get to your questions, we'll ask the bench. I want to remind you about Russell Pool Company. RussellPools.com is the website. Go to the website to check out a gallery of work, financing options, contact information. But I would always encourage you, make the first stop the gallery of work. You'll be blown away with the custom pools that they can build, the one that you have been dreaming of in your backyard. You might think that you have everything that you possibly want. And if you do and you're happy, they'll move forward with that and they'll build your dream pool. But maybe, just maybe, you'll find something that you want to add to your dream pool because you went to the website and you saw all the different things that Russell Pool Company can do. They have done it for a lot of your neighbors here in the greater Baton Rouge area, right? They've done it for a lot of people right outside of the greater Baton Rouge area, and they certainly can do it for you. So go to the website, russellpools.com. In the top right corner of the website is that contact information. Again, that website, one more time, is russellpools.com. Gallery, financing, contact information, all right there on the homepage, russellpools.com. All right, let's see if we have some, ask the bench. Jake, have you seen the Elvis concert movie yet? If so, how was it? I have not seen it. I did see some feedback of a trusted kind of movie reviewer that I usually go to see if I would like something. He said the footage is incredible, but didn't love the narration. That was the one comment that I did see. So I think the footage is cool. It's behind the scenes, maybe stuff you've never seen before. So it sounds like it would at least be worth a ticket. So go ahead.
I'm not saying it.
Oh,
I got the toilet scene. That's messed up. Too soon. That's too soon.
That's too far.
Too soon.
Yeah. 1977 is still, it's always going to be too soon. This man's trying to, take some uppers to be able to perform, take some downers to be able to come get some rest and have a little
pressure.
situation.
Pressure of the world.
Yeah.
RIP.
Hashtag ask the bench. Which teams did y'all think was going to draft you after the NFL Combine? Detroit Lions.
Jaguars.
Jack Del Rio?
Jaguars.
What made you think that? The Lions told me they were going to draft me.
They told me they were going to draft me.
Did they?
And they said, if you're available in the 6th, we're going to take you. They, Mike Shula came down, worked me out, did a private workout.
Did they draft Chad Henne that draft? Or did he find his way there late? That was Dolphins.
Dolphins.
No,
the Jaguars, I think, ended up taking a deep snapper.
In the 6th round?
I think so.
Man, how'd that work for him?
Strong.
That worked out well?
It was pretty.
They lied and they took a deep snapper?
Yeah. They're the ones that had like the most fun with me in my player interviews. They're the ones that hold up that picture of me on spring break and they're like, hey, what's up with this?
Yeah.
College.
It was bogeys on a Wednesday night, Thursday night.
It was the
Mello was Wednesday night, Thursday night.
Actually, it was the Swamp in Fort Walton. Whoops.
So
I had two big X's on my hand. I got it.
It just meant I paid to get in.
That's right. Paid twice.
Upstanding. Why'd you pay twice? Because I didn't remember the first one.
Yep.
All right. Hey, well, it's good to be back. Going to be back all week. Going to be back for multiple weeks.
Woo!
No more trips planned for a couple weeks. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.
Off the bench.
What?
USA.
Yeah.
Just because?
I love America.
Okay. Yeah, me too. All right, we always
favorite.
tell you about Pallet. I know Matt's going to tell you about some big things they've got going on over there. We have loved our time with them. It has been a great partnership for us. PalletGroup.com, PalletGroup.com, PALAgroup.com.
That's right. Yeah, Pallet Group is rolling right now, Jake. Now, you've been out. Are they rolling? They see me rolling. Major capital projects across the Gulf Coast and Midwest. And guess what? At Pallet, we're hiring experienced operators, experienced welders, pipe fitters, iron workers, project managers, estimators, planners, QC professionals, and more. So if you're looking for steady work, large industrial scale products, and a company that promotes from within, now is the time. Pala is employee owned.
100%.
Offers competitive pay, real opportunity for long-term growth. So visit palagroup.com. That's PALA group.com.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. No, the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
The Cane's Box Combo, a symphony of flavors. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
At Parrish, we're built for tough players and